Hello, sweethearts, and welcome to the charity one-shot, Sweet Tooth, A Realm of Sugar. I'm so excited to have all of you here. You will probably see some familiar faces, and you might also see some unfamiliar and new faces. In just a second, I will have everybody go around and say their name, what character they'll be playing, and characters' pronouns. And their social media handle in just a sec. We, of course, are here to raise money for the Palestinian Children's Relief Fund through a Tiltify link that should be very easy for you to access. Our goal is $500, which I feel is very doable. And so we are doing this very fun, candy-themed one-shot using the system Perils and Princesses, created by Ryan Lynch, otherwise known as Outrider Creative on all social media, which you should definitely check out. It's really awesome, super fun. I'm so excited to get to introduce a lot of these people and you to it. So can I just have everybody say their name, the character's name they'll be playing, character pronouns, and their social media handle, just for if any folks are unfamiliar with anybody here.
Who's gonna go first?
What order are we going? Call on us.
Do we want to go order of the stream? Go clockwise. Start with you, Abigail.
Yeah,
okay.
Abigail.
Hi, I'm Abigail, also known as Abigail the Nerd, and I go by she/her pronouns, and I will be playing Ery Annatto, which are definitely not two ingredients I read on the back of a candy package. And she also goes by she/her pronouns, and she's the Sage Intellect gift.
Okay,
I
great.
guess that comes to me. Hi, everyone. My name is Kavika. You can find me either as Kavika or Kitskia or iPapillon. Usually some version of Papillon is going to be me. It's difficult because
gotta get you to brand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's tough when somebody takes it. Something that you've used for years, and then somebody has it, and then, yeah. Anyway. Most of the time, it'll probably be Kitskia or Papillon. So look for that. Anyway. I'm he/him, and I will be playing Clove Spicedrop of the Gumdrop Gorge, and he/him, and I will be the Healing Touch Princess. Next.
Maria.
It's a me. Hi.
It's me.
Hi, I am Maria Puig. My pronouns are she, they. I can't believe I started that way. That's okay. I'll be playing Andrea Peppercrisp from the Peppermint Province. Her pronouns are she, her, and she has the sprightly agility playbook. And you can find me on social media and Instagram as MF_Puig. That's Puig.
Hi,
Amazing.
everybody. I'm
Yeah.
B. You can find me at Bendis D&D on all the social things, the TikToks, the Instagrams, the Blue Skies, all of those. My pronouns are they, them. And I will be playing, I know what I'm saying, I will be playing the wonderful Lavender Frostina. Her pronouns are she, her. She is from the wonderful Sherbet Sovereignty Kingdom, and her gift is elemental control.
Hi, I'm Sarah, also known across the internet as Dernesk. And in the chat tonight, Pick Your Poison Productions, because that's my production company, and I had to switch which Twitch account was verified, so the only one I can comment with is Pick Your Poison. That's a fun thing about me. My pronouns are she, her, and tonight I will be playing Johanna Sautloch, who is also a she, her being, and my gift is powerful friendship, which I would like to be my real life gift as well.
It is. As your real life friend.
Truly it is.
It's gotta be.
Anyone who has met you would know. Yes. Absolutely it is.
Truly.
I can't cry. It's way too early in the stream.
Hello, my name is Morgan, otherwise known as Attack on Morgan. My pronouns are she, they, and I will be your DM, aka your dessert master tonight. as we take you through the Desert Dominion in the realm of sugar. So before we get started, just a couple quick notes.
Can we
Just
take it
'cause
to
I
the
wanna-
Raiders real quick? Because we just got raided. At
Oh my
the
god,
top
did we
of
just
the
get raided?
Hello,
Hello! Thank you.
Raiders.
Yeah.
Oh, we got
Meister
raided by
Heister.
my friend! Hello! That's my friend! That's my friend! Hi, Jay! Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. Oh my gosh, hello and welcome in. So for those of you that are not familiar with Maria, Kavika, and Sarah, I know them through the Roguelike Rumbles, live interactive immersive D&D events that are put on at the Roguelike Tavern here in Burbank, California. They also get streamed on Twitch and YouTube, and you should definitely check them out because they're great. And then of course, if you've watched this channel before, you would be familiar with me and Abigail and B from Neuralis, Hero U, and Founding Steps. And you also probably are familiar with Abigail and B for Tales of Aegis on this channel as well. So if you don't know any of those things, you should definitely check them out, as they're all great. And these are all lovely, wonderful people, and I'm very excited they're here. We are raising money for the Palestinian Children's Relief Fund. There is a Tiltify link that should be very easy for you to access. As I said before, our goal is $500, and it would be very cool if we got to that goal during the course of this one shot. There are 2 rewards. If you donate $25, you can give inspiration to one of the players here, and what that will mean is they will get a reroll, basically, or they will get to roll with advantage. I guess you could say. And then if you donate $35, you get to sabotage me. So we've got 2 little rewards for you there, should you choose to donate. But of course, any donation means the absolute world. The Palestinian Children's Relief Fund is a very important charity. It's very near and dear to my heart, as I'm sure everybody's heart here, to kind of help the Palestinian people that are living through this awful ongoing genocide that is continuing to occur, as nobody will be free until Palestine is free. And so, especially around the holidays, I think it's really important to give back when we can. It's kind of why we're here. Again, the system we're using is Perils and Princesses, so it's a little bit different. 2 things that are pretty different is you want to roll low in this game. So if you get confused why people get very excited over natural 1, it's because a natural 1 always succeeds. And if people roll a nat 20 and get very upset, it's because that always fails. So it's a little flip-flopped. The second thing is, it is specifically written in the book, everybody, regardless of gender, is a princess. So there is one specific character with one of our players, as well there are multiple NPCs that will have different pronouns that don't technically match up with princess. However, as it states in the game, everybody is a princess, regardless of gender. And
I'm a pretty princess.
everybody here is a
Yeah, you are.
princess. All right. So I think those are all of the little notes, announcements, things I wanted to give. Players, are we ready to get started?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's do it.
Okay, let's get started. So, in the realm of sugar lies the Desert Dominion. It is a collection of smaller candy kingdoms that are all ruled over by one main kingdom, which is run by the Candy family. You all know that the Candy family was one of the founding families of the Desert Dominion and has ruled over the land since its founding many, many years ago. The current reigning King and Queen Candy have been reigning for half a decade now, and their only child, their daughter, Princess Candy, has turned 21, which means she's now come of age to be crowned the new Queen Candy. All of you from across your various kingdoms would have received an invitation inviting you to the coronation of the new Queen Candy at Candied Castle, which is right in the middle of the Desert Dominion. So you all would have traveled across from your various kingdoms through whatever means you can. Carriages tend to be the most, what's the word?
Common?
Thank you. Tend to be the most common. However, every kingdom does things differently. and has different things. So however you may have arrived via carriage or marshmallow animal or taffy boat, I don't know,
A gummy bear.
or gummy bear, you all would have made your way to Candied Castle. So the path leading up to Candied Castle is all multicolored tiles. And above you, as you all sort of make your way through this multicolored tile path, is this magical and tall castle. It's made out of a sugar cookie base that is decorated with frosting, and dotted all across it is every single candy that exists in throughout the realm. So there's gumdrops, sprinkles, peppermints, candy canes, lollipops, chocolates, hard candies, even licorice. Cupcakes line the walkway as you come up to where a drawbridge should come down, and as all of your transportation means sort of stop, there is a guard that sort of signals to another guard as the drawbridge lowers down, so that you don't have to swim across the hot chocolate moat that wraps around the castle. And you are all then led inside by more of these candy guards, and they would all bring you to this big, spacious ballroom. There is a large spun sugar chandelier in the center of the room with delicate sugar crystals hanging down, sort of twinkle in the light. At the edge of the ballroom, you would see that there are two large pink and white striped thrones, where you can imagine the king and queen sit. The ballroom is decorated to the nines with all sorts of pink and white candy decorations. As you all know, that the two colors representing the candy family are pink and white. You would also know that the symbol of the candied kingdom and the family is a pink and white swirled candy in a wrapper. So it's just absolutely decked out. There's marshmallow balloons, there's ribbon candy streamers, there's large pink and white swirled lollipops. And around the edges of the room, there are smaller tables, and each one has a candy centerpiece that includes a piece of candy from each one of your kingdoms in it. And there's also a large banquet table sort of up against the wall that is stuffed with all different confectionaries that you can get across the realm. And there are all sorts of kind of nobles from the various kingdoms kind of milling about. And you're all sort of like waiting in a line, sort of not exactly being led into the ballroom yet. And some trumpets sort of sound, and you would see all the nobles, lesser nobles, as you are all princesses and higher above in rank, sort of stop their talking, and you would hear the captain of the guard go, "Presenting your king and queen candy," as sort of from a door on the opposite end comes king and queen candy. They are next to each other, and you are all familiar with king and queen candy. You have met multiple times throughout the years at different events, and if your families have you lead any sort of negotiations, you're familiar with them. So you see the familiar kind of red hair with streaks of white in it of King Camden Candy, and his piercing blue eyes. He is dressed in a pink military-style king attire with a white sash that has kind of various pins and medals across it. And he has a pink and white striped cape that kind of goes down. And he is wearing this sort of like full crown, and on it is a candy representing each of your different kingdoms. And when I say candy, I know that not every kingdom is exactly candy, but it's a little motif representing all your different sort of kingdoms. He's got his big smile on that he usually wears, And next to him is Queen Cassidy Candy. She's got short pink hair that's a little bit of a darker pink. It's a little bit wavy. She has these light purple eyes, and she's wearing a crystallized sugar tiara that has the same sort of motifs of all your different kingdoms across it. She's wearing this long-sleeved pink dress with a matching pink and white striped cape that sort of cascades down. And she sort of walks in with a little bit of an, like, King Candy has a little bit of like a warm, jolly energy. She's a bit more reserved, and she has more of an air of regality about her. As they sort of walk in and as they pass by these nobles that are already in the room, all the nobles bow to them and they make their way to their thrones. And as each of you walk in, the captain of the guard will announce you. So I'm going to roll a die to see. Let's see. So up first, you would hear the captain of the guard go, presenting from the Taffy territory, Princess Johanna Sautloch. As you sort of make your way in. And I have to do this in order now. I don't want to roll for every single one of you. I realized that. I was like, that's going to take too much time. As you, Princess Johanna, as you make your way in, the nobles don't do a full bow and curtsy to you as they did the king and queens, but they all give like a gracious like nod of like respect, and they understand your status. And you can decide where to go in the room, who to mingle with, in just a second. As the captain of the guard then presents from the Lollipop Land, Princess Ery Annatto. You sort of make your way in. And again, same sort of regal nod of respect. From the Sherbert Sovereignty, Princess Lavender Frostina. Make your way in. From the Peppermint Province, Princess Andrea Peppercrisp. And then, last and certainly not least, from the Gumdrop Gorge, Princess Clove Spicedrop. So you all have made your way into this ballroom. You look around the room, you see the various princesses from the different kingdoms. You are all familiar with each other. Whether or not you are the best of friends or not, you all know of each other. And have met, if only briefly, before. So, the floor is yours. People are mingling. It seems that everyone is sort of waiting for the coronation to start.
I think Lavender would definitely, coming into the room, would look for their good friend Johanna and would kind of see them across the room and would just immediately there is just a squeal of excitement as she just runs over and basically tackles you with a hug.
For my sake, but also for the audience, can I get a hot description of my best friend? And
Absolutely.
what he
Yes.
just all rolling with? Because I know what I am, and I know nothing about anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So yeah, Lavender is about 5'3". She wears a lot of pastel pinks. She has a very nice kind of ruffled pink dress that kind of comes down to sort of around her ankles, where you can see some kind of bright pastel pink snow boots. Around her neck, she wears a long kind of white scarf that kind of hangs off and kind of flows in the wind, along with a kind of nice pink cloak that kind of goes around her shoulders. Her hair kind of gradients from a sort of cyan blue color in her bangs that then goes down her back into, again, a kind of sort of pastel-y pink color. And then she has very bright chocolate brown eyes and just a big old smile on her face. Yeah.
Sorry, how old are you?
Oh, old?
Yeah.
You're all adults.
We're
You're
all adults.
You're
We're all
all.
adults
You're all
here.
18
Yeah.
to 20. Yeah.
Are we? Because I had put a
Yes.
different age on my character sheet, so I'll just age myself up real
Okay.
quick.
Yes. You're all adults.
Yes. Yeah.
Uh,
How old are
We're
you?
not Pokemon
Okay.
trainers being sent
Yeah.
out into the wild at age 10.
Joanna, would you like to describe your character for everybody?
Sure. Now that my character's been put through a timey-wimey device, can I still roll with 16? I don't. Maybe
Sure.
it's a conversation we needed to have off air. I
Yes,
don't know if
that's
you,
my fault. I didn't
No,
think
Yeah, I
about
don't know
that.
if you
Yes.
saw my whole character backstory we're rolling with. But,
Nope, that works. Go right ahead. You're 16. Sure.
Cool. Sure. 16, small. Her parents are dead. So she's got this like haunted, sad look in her eyes at all times. She's extremely grave and serious of a little person, and just like kind of soft, taffy teal hair. Dressed in a very serious, candy-coated striped set of armor with kind of like a steel breastplate and a sword, kind of like this, but like soft pink, hanging at her side. A little pink capelet. It just needs you all to picture Joanna Mormont, but taffy colors, because that's what's happening here.
Incredible.
And then also, that's why I was like, I don't know about best friend, because I was definitely picturing like a younger person that maybe, you'd grown up together and you were kind of we were the closest allegiance and therefore some friendliness enforced, like your little cousin that you just kind of have to put up with.
Sure.
So maybe
Maybe that's-
Lavender feels that Joanna is her best friend, and Joanna's like, I have no friends. I rule my kingdom.
Absolutely. She absolutely introduces you to everyone. It's like, this is my best friend, and you're just there's like, okay, yep, absolutely. That's how it is, 100%.
You are my strongest allegiance. Yes, I guess best friend. Sure.
Strongest allegiance means strongest friends.
Of course.
Yeah, that's how that works.
Also, in the tackle hug, you also have to keep from tripping over a just very tiny, cherry colored little gummy bear cub that is constantly at my side, ever vigilant.
Adorable.
And his name is Harry.
Incredible. His name's what?
Harry?
Harry.
It's short for Haribo.
Oh, incredible. That absolutely Lavender would just immediately come over to you, just gives you just the biggest hug. I imagine it's that thing where it's just like, I'm just giving you this big warm hug, and you're just like, it's like, oh god, oh no. And so she's like, Johanna, oh, it's so lovely to see you. It's been so long. How have you been? You haven't been returning any of my letters. I thought something might have happened to you.
Running a kingdom is very serious business, and I have been busy. You have been missed. And I hope you know that Taffy Kingdom is always still loyal to the Sherberts.
Of course. Yes, busy with kingdom things. Yeah, I do the same. Well, yes. But yeah, I understand that you've been very busy, with all the things going on. That's absolutely understand. I'm sure. You know what? We don't need letters anymore because now we're here together. Isn't that fun?
Yes, we are here together to swear fealty and socialize.
Yes, two friends together, best friends. Ah, what a wonderful time.
Can you introduce me to other people, because I don't know anyone?
Of course,
Except you.
you know me. I'm a social butterfly. You know I can talk to anyone. And I will immediately
Yes,
just
and this
like,
is why this is an advantageous friendship allegiance
yes,
thing.
of course, yes, yes. And she'll just immediately like just take your hand and start just dragging you around to meet other people.
You would come across you would come across Princess Madeline Gingersnap, pronouns they she, from the Cookie Countryside, who's got sort of long auburn hair, kind of braided into a bun. They're wearing brown like lederhosen with white detailing and a white long sleeve shirt, button up with a red bow tie.
Incredible.
As they go, hello, Lavender, it's so good to see you, and kind of turns to you, Joanna, and goes, oh, I don't think I know you.
Hello. Bow? Should she bow? She bows.
Oh, you don't have to do that. We're all princesses here. Well, not everybody, but we all. It makes like a little triangle. Our princesses. It's fine.
Sorry, I was taking a note and I didn't catch her name.
Madeline Gingersnap.
Great. And she's just another princess from one of the other kingdoms?
Yeah, they are from the Cookie Countryside.
The Cookie Countryside, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, hello, we are Johanna from, Taffy Kingdom. Hello. This is our strongest alliance. We are all friends with Sherbert. Oh no.
Yes, this is my best friend, Johanna. We've been friends for so long. We basically grew up together. I'm so sorry I haven't been able to introduce you to her before, Madeline, but it's so lovely to see you again. How have things been?
Does she know that you're best friends? As they point at Joanna.
Of course they do. And we'll just like nudge Joanna, just like elbow them. It's like, of course, we're the best of friends. We always have been. Always will be.
Yes, old and strong alliances are the best and greatest.
Wow, you got a really serious air about you. Cool. Things are all right. The ginger harvest was not as plentiful as we hoped. But you know, years. It was one of those things. For everybody watching, you would all know that the Cookie Countryside, as in the name, sort of lies in the countryside, and it is surrounded by acres of ginger plants. As most people in the kingdom either pick the ginger out of the fields or work in the gingerbread factory that is run by Granny Ginger. Granny Ginger actually was the one to construct the Candied Castle. So very good terms. We love Granny Ginger. So you know, it's hard sometimes for the people when that happens. So, but you know, we're not here to talk about that. We're here for the coronation.
Gosh, it's so exciting.
Yeah, I can't remember the last time all of us, as they sort of look around the room and they would sort of look at Ery and Andy and Clove. Can't remember the last time all of us were together at an event. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a long time. I'm glad we're all here together.
Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Candy Master, when would that have been?
It's probably been since all of you, all the players here. It's probably been, I'd say, like a year or two since sort of a big event that would have had all of you come. Because I imagine, correct me if I'm wrong, I imagine Joanna mostly goes to the events that are like required and less of the social events.
No, I mean, with the inaccessibility of their kingdom, and I think the idea that, like, she takes life way too seriously. She's not getting out unless they have to.
Yes.
For the
Yeah.
audience, the taffy lake that surrounds, what did I write down? It surrounds.
I'm sorry, I think you mean Lake Laffy is what it's called.
Lake Laffy,
What?
yeah.
Lake Laffy?
Excuse me, Lake Laffy, which surrounds Taffy Top, the seat of our power and our house, is basically impossible for anybody else to get through, and the boats are really tough. So I think like they just don't leave if they don't have to. Hence the isolation and like the one strong allegiance to Sherbert.
So as the three of you continue chatting, Ery, Andrea, and Clove, what are you all up to? I will say you would see various nobles going up to give their respect and say hello to King and Queen Candy. That is an option. There, you would see another princess from one of the other kingdoms, sort of milling about. That you are free. You are also free to say hi to each other. There is a table of confectionaries. You are free to eat whatever you would like to do. I saw Kavika's hand first, so Clove.
First, Clove is going to talk to somebody of the probably lesser nobles, because he doesn't exactly fit in with the high society ones. So he's there's somebody there who an older noble there who has had some problems in the past, like physical problems, and he just comes up to her and I guess I should probably introduce myself first. Clove, as he approaches this woman, he is about 18 years old. He has a green shirt with a long yellow coat, orange pants, and then his boots are purple, his gloves and a kind of gorget on are blue, and you'll see he has long dark red hair that is tied up into a ponytail, and his eyes are a dark green, darker green than his shirt, and everything about him just glitters because everything is covered in this like sugar dust. Basically, it's like he represents all the colors of gumdrops and spice drops and everything, including his eyes. They still shine, and his hair still glitters with the sugar. And he's carrying a large staff that is made out of a very old and stale piece of a gumdrop tree. And he's the youngest of two brothers. Their mother is sadly passed away, but his father still runs the kingdom because you can't be a princess if you still have a mother. Thank you, Disney.
Oh my god.
I never said that. I never said that. That was not a parameter of this game. I just want to be clear.
What do you mean? It says it on page 2. You have to...
What is it?
All parents dead. All parents dead.
So you make your way to this older woman. She's like a little hunched over, clutching her back a little bit.
And he just checks in with her. Oh, dear. Are you all right? How have you been since I saw you last?
Just been my back, really. If you could do your sort of little healing magic that you always do, always makes me feel better.
Of course, I'll see what I can do. And he looks around just to see if anybody's watching, and he's going to attempt to use a bit of his healing touch.
Give me, you know what, for that, give me a wits roll to see if you can catch anybody.
Oh, wait, no, that's the... I would definitely succeed there. I was rolling the d12.
Nope, that's not a d20.
Okay. That's an 11.
What is your wit stat?
12.
Uh,
And I do
You
have
don't-
healing as a talent.
yes, you don't seem to see anybody watching you.
Great. So he's just going to touch her back gently and just let the like lay on hands
One game.
and just use a bit of the healing magic to give her a little bit of a boost.
She sort of straightens up. Oh, thank you. And she sort of grabs your cheeks like she usually does. You're just such a handsome and helpful little fellow.
Thank you, ma'am. If there's nothing else, I shall be grabbing some refreshments. Would you care for one?
Oh, sweet. Doting on an old woman like me. No, go mingle with people close to your age.
Of course.
If I was 20 years younger, though.
No.
And Clove is going to make his way to the table, the banquet table, and again see if there's anybody looking. And he's going to try to sneak some pastries away that he can pass out to somebody who needs it later.
Emergent pastries.
Nobody's gonna think twice about you grabbing pastries from the banquet table.
Well, and putting it away into his pack, not eating them. He is putting them into his bag for.
This is a room full of nobles and nobility. They are all so focused on themselves. They don't care what you're doing.
Perfect.
Awesome. Yes, Andrea.
So Andrea, or Andy, you guys can call her Andy too, is like slowly backing away to the nearest window. She's gonna try to open it.
Okay. Give me a resolve roll.
Okay. That's a 10, so I'm trying to go below my resolve, right? My resolve is 11.
Okay. You managed to open up this window slightly.
I also totally forgot to describe myself. Hi.
Yes, please do that.
Andrea Peppercrisp is a princess, but I aspire for so much more. I aspire to connect with our peppermint roots and be the next big peppermint worker. Watch out, Mr. Mint, I'm coming for your job, but not really. He's teaching me everything I know. But my parents just really want me to be a princess. So I'm just kind of showing face, but I am ready to go. I'm ready to book it.
What do you physically look like, though?
Oh, LOL. Bonk. I have long red hair that is the little milkmaid headband with the braid. She's got that going on, and her dress isn't really a dress as much as a pantsuit with a little butt ruffle. It's all red and white and pepperminty. And she's got bright pink cheeks.
What are you trying to do with this open window?
I'm gonna look outside to see how dangerous it would be for me to jump off the window, but still
Sure. You look down, and below the window, as is below every window in this castle, is the hot chocolate moat, and you can see the steam kind of coming off of it.
Dang it. I just kind of slam the window shut as fast as possible so nobody notices.
Somebody would come up to you and you would hear a voice as you slam the window go, where you're looking for it to let a little breeze in?
Yeah, absolutely. It's so stuffy. You know, peppermints, they start to sweat if it's too warm in here. Oh no.
Oh, I actually know that. As you are looking at Princess Chip Coco from Chocolate County. His pronouns are he, him. He's dressed in a dark brown suit with a light brown long sleeve, and his suit buttons are made out of chocolate truffles. He has a mess of light brown curly hair that's streaked with all different various shades of brown, and his eyes are the color of like the warmest milk chocolate.
Oh, Chip. Between you and me, this is ridiculous, right? I think we should run away.
Like, run away from this event or run away in general?
Or, well, I guess like run away from the event. My parents were both alive and well.
My parents are also both alive and well. I don't feel the need why you needed to state that.
I don't know. It just feels like there's some weird tension here. There's this weird stereotype that like you need to have dead parents to be a princess. I don't know. People bring it up all the time. I just think we should like.
That was a terrible rumor, probably started by Lord Licorice at this point.
I'm sorry,
Absolutely.
is it possible for me to roll stealth? I don't know what stealth is in this game, but I want to just, appear behind this conversation.
I will say that is... I'm gonna call that a grace roll.
Oh, no.
You got it.
As Grace is sort of poised under pressure.
Joanna, you're so graceful.
I have a 9 to grace. I need you all to know this.
Mm-hmm.
And I rolled exactly a 9 on my dice. So does that mean I pass?
You are able to... Excuse me. You are able to sneak away from your conversation with Princess Madeline and your bestie, Princess Lavender. However, you Andy and Chip see you a second before you say anything.
Yeah, I just kind of wanted to be I not necessarily leaving, but maybe, is it Lavender? Am I saying it?
Lavender.
It's just straight up Lavender, or did I?
Lavender, yeah.
Okay, great. I think I misspelled it in my notes. I was like, is there a fancy version of Lavender that I miswrote? I think just Lavender is taking Joanna around the room, and then she's just kind of hauntingly there to hear the dead parents comments.
Yeah, you do hear that comment from the two of them.
Just suddenly over their shoulders, some of us are not lucky enough for our parents to live, and therefore we must become more than princesses and be the lords of our house.
Oh, fresh mint, where did you come from? Who are you?
Oh, and she'll just awkward bow again, because she doesn't know how to curtsy. But she knows she's supposed to be courtly. That's her whole thing, is I must do everything correct.
Mm-hmm.
I am Johanna Sautloch of House Taffy, and this is my strongest allegiance, Lavender of House Sherbert, and hello.
Yes,
Hi.
I know. It's so lovely to meet you all. Or again, so lovely to see you all.
You're
Yeah,
the Taffy territory, right? What's it like over there? No one can ever get there.
This is because we are a strong house and a proud house, and it is nice. I like the views of the lake from my room.
Oh, I was aware it was hard to get because of the lake and the taffy, and nobody has boats except for y'all to get there, but I might have been mistaken. Hello, Lavender. Lovely to see you again.
So lovely to see you. How have you been? How are things?
Can't complain. Cocoa mines are strong as always. Yeah.
Lavender, a bestie.
Hello.
What do you say we leave? we blow this popsicle stand. We get out of here.
Why would we?
I
do
think
that?
popsicles are more Lavender's area of expertise, actually. So
Yes, absolutely. Yes, that would be so. Why would we be? Why would we be leaving? We don't want to miss. We don't want to miss the coronation.
I mean, do we really want to see it? Do we? Listen,
Isn't that what we've all traveled here for? Isn't that sort of the point?
I guess
It is
so.
our duty to witness the coronation, although I would also very much like to leave.
Oh, do
But
you need some
we are
air?
supposed to be here, and it is our sworn duty to be here and see the thing.
Oh, do you need to get some air? Have you got an upset stomach? Maybe having tummy troubles?
No.
Is that no?
Unless that is why, what was it, Andrea? Like, Princess Andrea, is that why you need to leave? Are you going to be sick? Is that why you need the window?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. That's what.
if you're going to be sick, please stay far, far, far away from me.
I'm sorry, is everything alright?
I'm just sick with
You need
boredom
healing.
from this event. Oh, hey.
Is everything alright? Do you need to sit down?
Actually, I need to catch some air, and so do everyone else. How about you? Are you good? Do you need some air?
I'm all fine here, but getting some fresh air would help if you're feeling sick.
Yeah. That's why I want to leave, because I'm sick, not because I'm bored.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch. Where are you from?
Who is that directed
Andrea?
to?
Sorry, Andrea. But I think she's also like,
Oh.
oh, there's a guy, but I don't know him either, so I'm definitely not talking to the guy.
I mean, isn't it obvious? I am from the Peppermint Province, and get ready, you guys are all gonna know my name when I am the best peppermint worker you've ever seen.
Oh wow, that would be so wonderful.
I know.
Aware, the royal family could be a peppermint worker.
I know.
Well, that's what I'm still working on, you know? Like, my
that's what
parents are
you're
like,
working
"No."
on. I see what you did
Yeah.
there. Why would you want to work?
Because it's like what I was born to do. Like, listen, us Peppercrisp, we're here to make peppermints. I'm not here for this like courtly like.
Oh my goodness,
being
you're so right. You're so right. Just like
Yeah.
I was born to make sherbet. I just want to make like a little bit of ice cream in my head.
There you go. There you go. So why
Does
are
that
we
mean I'm
kind
a
of sitting
worker
here?
now?
I'm sorry, does Lavender just straight up get to make ice cream in her hand?
Can
Please
I?
explain. Right?
Elemental power,
Cool.
baby.
Yes.
How, okay, mechanics of this world, how much is candy? Is we candy? Is candy our environment?
Candy is your environment. Candy is also sort of how each of your kingdoms sort of make money is by being able to trade their candy to the various other parts of the not just the desert dominion but the realm as well. As it may be the realm of sugar, but this is the desert dominion. And Lavender is the elemental connection princess, and her element of choice is ice cream. So yes, you would watch as sort of this ice cream just appears in her hand.
My best friend is Elsa. Cool.
Elsa was specifically ice cream, so like, you know,
Love it.
better.
While you are all continuing to talk, Ery, what are you up to?
You're muted.
You're muted, Abigail.
So sorry. It happens all the time. Tradition. Ery is going to go do her duty of going to speak with the king and queen, as she's sent here on behalf of her alive and well parents and extended family.
Wow.
but-
Rub it in. Some saltwater taffy in the wound, if you will.
but Ery, short for erythritol, is a fairy-esque looking character who has a fairly slender form and like a stained glass motif where like she's got these wings that look like they're made from glass, and like a short dress that's almost in the shape of like an upside down flower, and her hair's up in a like complex outfit, and she's got like a dried lollipop stick as a staff. But her color, as opposed to everyone around her with like glitter and vibrant colors, the accented colors on her, the reds, the greens, the purples, are all just a little bit muted down, just a little like duller looking than that of people around her and most people from the Lollipop Land. But she walks up to go speak to the king and queen.
So sorry. Yes, so King Candy and Queen Candy are up on their throne. You would have seen sort of a line of various nobles paying their respects, saying hello, probably like congratulating them on the coronation and their daughter taking over. So Ery, you sort of wait in that line and you sort of make your way up, and King and Queen Candy sort of sit on their pink and white swirled thrones before you.
I give a bow, and it's like most of her is made out of lollipop, like clothing wise and stuff like that. So it makes lots of like twinkling sounds when she moves. She's not a very stealthy person, and so she bows and thank you so much for the invitation to this incredible occasion. I'm so excited to see this.
You see Queen Candy sort of gives you a bit of a smile and sort of tilts her head at you. King Candy sort of looks at you and goes, "Oh, the pleasure is all ours. Clearly, we're so excited to have everybody here gather to witness the lovely coronation of our daughter. Nothing could make us prouder."
Yes, I'm so happy. What a joyous occasion. Yeah, so while we're here, I just wanted to discuss the trade agreements and see if we could expand on the inventory that we send here from the Lollipop Lands.
You would see Queen Candy sort of like her eyes go a little wide as she like rubs at her tub a little bit. King Candy, like his smile falters just a little bit and then it's back on. He goes, "Oh, today's not really about business or royal affairs. It's a celebration."
No, I totally get that. I totally understand that, and I hear you, and I respect that so much. But I've made some incredible discoveries about.
And I'm sure you have, Princess Annatto. But as you can see, we are sort of everyone's milling about. Oh, I think I see some of your princess friends sort of gathered over there. Chat. You should go join them. As he sort of gestures, and a candy guard comes over, and the guards are all dressed in like a pink jacket with pink and white swirled candies as buttons. They've got the pauldrons with the pink and white tassels, white pants, white gloves, pink boots. They've got the pink kind of like Shaco hats with the Candy Family symbol on the front, and their weapons are giant kind of pink and swirled lollipops, as he sort of calls one of the guards over, and the guard sort of starts ushering you as the line continues to move.
Understood. We'll talk later. Okay. I'll just turn around. Be like, okay. All right. I think some progress has been made. Cool. I'm going to go kill time now. So I'll probably find this group of old acquaintances.
So
People
Ery
like-
sort of makes her way up to your group as you're in the middle of.
So
So like, Andrea, what I'm thinking, hear me out, since we're both workers now, right? What I'm thinking is we sherbet ice cream, peppermint, sherbet peppermint ice cream.
I like the way you think. I like the way
I
you
like
think.
the way you think. I think
I
we
love
could
the
have a
way-
very strong.
all of you think.
Lavender, it has been given unto us to have dominion over our kingdoms, and if you are one of the workers, then how will you do the work of being being princess?
Well, I mean, I can do both. You know, I mean, the working's really easy. I mean, I can just, just make it. You know, it's not exactly hard. You know, it's easy, right?
Sorry.
Clove
gonna
is
do
sneaking
that
a
question.
small treat to
Sorry?
Clove is sneaking a small treat to Harry.
Incredible. Allowed. I'm not gonna pay any attention. Johanna is way too consumed with what's happening. But speaking of consumed,
Yeah, what's up?
who's your god?
Fuck, man. There
I'm going
is
for like a
no.
divine right of kings thing here, and I need to know who the god is.
I think each kingdom has their own religion. So it's your call. There is no right or wrong answer here. But I would say that each kingdom, much like sort of you could think of it as like each kingdom is sort of like its own country, you can think of, has its own religion and deity or multiple deities that they follow. Up to you.
Lavender, the ice makers have given you these powers so that you might be the ruler of your kingdom, and so therefore you should do that as the great puller has thus given us reign over all that is stretchy and delicious.
Yes, of course. Oh, Johanna,
Or-
you're so wise. Ah, this is why you're my
Or
bestie.
Lavender, you should just do what you want.
Well, I kind of do that anyway. So, I can do both.
Lavender, while I have you here,
Yes. Hello, Harry. So
Hi,
lovely to
hi.
see you. How are you?
so good, so good. While I have you here, I have found some really interesting discoveries on dairy alternatives for ice cream, and think that it
Oh.
would be really lovely to discuss that with you as just while everyone's here.
Oh, wow.
There's so many like.
Why would you need an alternative?
Well, sometimes it hurts people's stomach. I've overheard something about
Yes,
stomach
you're so
aches.
right. Yes. Oh, that's so rude of me. Yes, of course, there are some people who have tummy issues. Yes, I know. And Andrea was having some tummy issues earlier, but she's okay now, I think. So, I think we're all good. But yes, that would be wonderful.
Wonderful. If you ever need to discuss that with our like updated trade agreements as well, and Andrea, for peppermints, I have such good ideas about like natural peppermint oil and something called stevia. It's gonna be big.
I would like you all to note, dairy alternatives, stevia, peppermint oil, these are things you've never heard of before.
Yeah, I want to
Like,
know. Lavender is just completely just
never,
like eyes
ever.
glazed, just
It's
like
like-
uh-huh.
These are like you've never, ever in your wildest dreams ever heard of any of these words that are coming out of Ery's mouth.
Yeah, Ery, you know when you are literally doing the salesperson on the street thing right now. You know when you catch that one person who just immediately is just like in and is just like, yeah, listen to everything you have to say, like, I've got you. That's Lavender. Lavender's gonna listen to everything you have to say. Give her the whole
Wonderful.
speech.
Wonderful. We'll set up a meeting, okay? Because
Yeah.
this.
Well, you'll have
it's gonna
to
be big.
meetings and stuff. They're handled more by my parents, who are both very much alive. So you'll have
My
to,
parents are totally alive too, as
my
well
goodness,
as
that's
we all know.
Mine too. Mine too.
Oh my God, wonderful.
Yeah.
Some of us are burdened with many responsibilities and dead parents.
Oh,
Mm.
I'm so sorry.
No,
Yes,
did-
my
yes.
mother.
Oh.
When did the king and queen
That's-
die?
That's okay.
This is, I think, not even gonna answer this and just kind of like turn and like dramatic anime kid just stare out the window, holding her sword very strongly and like reaching down to pet Harry. You know, just having a moment of just like.
At this time, you would hear the captain of the guard announce one more person. And it seems like the captain of the guard is almost hesitant in announcing this and would go, "Introducing from Licorice Lagoon, Lord Licorice." And you would hear throughout the ballroom murmurs and a couple gasps as Lord Licorice makes his way into the space. You are all familiar with the infamous Lord Licorice. He, of course, runs Licorice Lagoon, which is on the very outskirts of the Desert Dominion in the shade of Fudge Mountain, where Chocolate County resides. No one ever ventures to Licorice Lagoon. It's dark. It's a dark and gloomy swamp of licorice. It houses dangerous licorice creatures like spiders, vultures, and crocodiles. And there are a couple of reasons why it's not very popular. You would all know this, being royals. As we all know, the rumor mill within nobility runs like fire. So the lagoon is not popular, one, because it mostly produces black licorice, which is not popular throughout the realm. It does produce red licorice, but it tends to be pretty rare. And the other reason is that there are a lot of stories and rumors about Lord Licorice that a lot of people in nobility take to heart. Some people say that he lives in a dark and gloomy castle with a colony of bitter black licorice bats. Others say that his heart is as hard as rock candy. There are even rumors that Lord Licorice steals candy from the other kingdoms to compensate for no one wanting the black licorice.
Children.
And people are shocked that he is here. This is the first time in a while that anyone has seen Lord Licorice. He wears a long black coat that almost reaches the ground. It's got red licorice kind of lining the coat and red and black licorice buttons. He's a red long sleeve shirt, tight black pants, tall black boots. He has long black hair with red streaks. It's actually made out of black and red licorice. He's got a curly black mustache and a wide-brimmed black hat. And as he sort of like strolls into the room and sort of the crowd hushes as he walks in, and you can sort of hear the click of his boots on the ground. And he sort of looks around the room and goes, "Well, do not stop your party just because of me. Please continue." And he will make his way to the line of nobility to greet King and Queen Candy. And as he walks past people, you can see a lot of people kind of giving him an air of space.
Guys, hear me out.
Listen, he looks so freaky. I would like to go talk to him.
Oh, you have to beat me to it.
We just start like booking it.
Seriously, out loud, or is this for the chat?
Out loud, I
yes.
go, "That guy's freaky. I'm gonna go talk to him. The most interesting thing that's happened tonight. I'm gonna go talk to him."
Maria, that is so on brand for you. You're so real.
I think it's probably that thing where Lavender and Andrea both start doing that like regal princess walk, and then they realize that they're walking at the same speed, start walking a little faster, just start breaking into a run.
Scary dog privilege behind you. But Morgan, clarifying question. Would there be any loyalties between Taffy and Licorice, being that one of, I think, the greatest Taffies of all time is the little one swirled with black licorice flavor? I love it. I don't care who else does it.
I also enjoy black licorice.
Done. Peace. Bye, everyone. Great being here.
Yeah, fine. Clove immediately dies. Okay.
Spontaneous explosion.
Clove gets eaten by one of his marshmallow mammals. Okay, done. Great. So the Candied Kingdom itself is on relatively okay terms with Licorice Lagoon. As you would have seen on the castle, there being licorice, and you would see in the they invited him. It's very clear they invited him. He did not show up unannounced. But there is like a hesitancy. That is your call. I will note that if it is known that the Taffy Territory and Licorice Lagoon have sort of a alliance of sorts, I would ostracize you a bit more. As most people do not want to associate with him.
I think we sometimes need it, just like we sometimes need peppermint flavor to work in. And cinnamon from Clove. Like, it just is what it is.
Hey, listen, I agree with you. I'm in the world. In this world. So that's your call. Right. Just know that if Taffy Territory does have a bit of an alliance with the Licorice Lagoon, it would make things a little bit tougher for you as the head of, as the ruler of Taffy Territory to sort of make alliances with other kingdoms, as Lord Licorice is very ostracized.
I think it's just like it's a trade partnership. It's like this is a thing we need. You know, our strongest loyalty is forever and forever and for always.
Trade sovereignty. Yes, correct.
Because what do you want after you have cold ice cream in your mouth? Taffy that's gonna freeze and get hard and awful.
Incredible. While Andy and Lavender go to speak to Lord Licorice, Johanna, Ery, and Clove, do you continue chatting with each other? Is there anything around the room you wish to explore? Anything?
Oh, I'm scary dog privilege behind the girls going to flirt. Like,
okay, cool.
What? We're not going to flirt. We absolutely are. Absolutely.
All right. Ery, Clove, before I move on to the next little scene.
Clove is just going to...
Okay.
Sorry?
I couldn't hear you at first, but now I can. You're good.
Clove is going to wander around to some other people, and especially try to mingle with the lower nobles and not the higher nobles.
Sure. The lower nobles would... greet you. They're also a little bewildered that you are sort of choosing to speak to them, but they welcome it. And sort of the higher up nobles, there's a couple of them that sort of give you a smile and a nod. There is a couple that sort of see that you're speaking with the quote-unquote lower class and sort of sneer a little bit at that before giving you like a nod.
Well, my older brothers are like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What are you up to?
I think, like, an annoying mad scientist. I am going to like the banquet table and getting samples of the food and putting them in like little test tubes and beakers and petri dishes for later. Because getting that kind of stuff imported is so expensive, and my parents would never let me do that because they don't want me to find dye-free and sugar-free alternatives. And so I'm just gonna get this contraband right now.
Yeah, no issues there. You get a couple odd looks here and there from you putting them into test tubes and beakers, but the banquet table is open for confectionaries, so no one's gonna... Well, actually, the captain of the guard would walk over to you. And you would have seen her kind of throughout the night. She was the one announcing everybody. She wears the same sort of typical guard uniform, but you would notice that she has a dark pink sash with various medals on it. Sort of distinguishes her as captain of the guard. And she's got a short pixie cut hair that's like a periwinkle color and these bright emerald green eyes. And she sort of comes over to you and goes, Your Highness, can I exactly ask you what you are attempting to do with those?
What?
She like sighs heavily. The treats on the table are typically for eating.
That's for later. I'm saving them to eat for later.
By putting them in test tubes and beakers.
I don't have Tupperware.
She sort of leans in closer to you and goes, if I find out you're lying, I do have the authority to arrest you.
Okay. I respect that.
And as she sort of walks away, kind of keeping an eye on you, under her breath, she goes, Royals are so weird. She sort of goes back to her post. You would know, as you have been to Candide Castle before, that is Captain Ambrosia Custard, the captain of the Royal Candy Guard.
Wonderful.
Excellent. Okay, Andy, Johanna, and Lavender, you're all walking. Are you just straight walking up to Lord Licorice?
Oh, we're
Yes.
like speed
We're
walking.
booking it.
We're like
We're
booking
booking
it.
it.
Trying to
Cool.
beat
I'm
each
getting
other
there.
there.
The other kind of nobility in the room is like watching this and just starts like murmuring with her, like, oh my, do you think they're going to, why would they be going to talk to him? Can you, what do you think they're planning to do? And everyone's kind of watching you, like all eyes are on you right now.
Mm-hmm.
I like go up there. And I'm like,
You know what? Lavender and Andy, just give me a straight D20 roll. Lois gets to talk to, Lois gets theirs first.
Okay.
that's an 8.
Well, normally I would say, oh my god, the best roll possible. It's the opposite in this game. I rolled a natural 20.
You know what? That is a fail. Lavender, you trip.
No!
Uh-huh.
No! Oh, that's
You
messed
trip
slip.
as you're sort of trying. Give me a resolve roll.
It's a reaction. I will catch my best friend.
Save me! Catch me!
Oh no, we are best friends. I also rolled a nat 20.
You try to catch her, you fall on top of her. So like, and it's just a gasp throughout the room of a
Joanna, what are you doing? No, get off
a
of me.
candy guard with like sandy colored blonde hair and I'm trying to find him. Pastel purple eyes kind of like runs over to you and goes, oh my god, are you two okay? Do you need help? I can help you.
Yes, perfectly fine. Please, yeah. And we'll just like stand up and just like brush myself off, just like, yep, perfectly fine.
I feel like I'm trying to like pull bits of your pretty dress out of like my armor and shit. Like, I'm so sorry.
No, don't pull on that part. No, don't pull that. Hold on, gotta unhook the.
Oh, it could be worse. I drop things and fall things on the job all the time. So,
I feel like that would not make you a very good guard.
yeah, probably not. That's what the captain always tells me.
Okay, Jonah.
And you would hear, Spumoni, back to your post! As he sort of straightens up and goes, right, sorry. How do you trip again?
Spumoni.
Spumoni.
As he sort of runs back to his post. Andy, you have gotten to Lord Licorice first, as both
I'll turn back and
Joanna ate it in the middle of this ballroom, and it was like as
In
soon
front
as you
of
fell,
everyone.
like, oh yeah, as soon as you fell, there was a and like a hush.
Oh my goodness. Hi, Andrea Peppercrisp. Nice to meet you.
Lord Licorice kind of looks you up and down and goes, "Are you sure you wish to be speaking with me? What will the other nobles think?"
I don't think. You're the most interesting thing that's happened tonight. I want to know about you.
That is the kindest thing somebody has said to me in a while. Well, bad interesting or good interesting?
Oh, well, I think interesting is just interesting.
He will take your hand and sort of like do the very royal like kiss and go, pleasure to make your acquaintance, princess.
You can just call me Andy. We don't need to do titles. Question, how involved are you in the licorice process? Like, getting the licorice.
Well, if I told you all of my secrets, you would know everything, wouldn't you?
Well, I'm not asking for your secrets. I'm just asking you to take my side in a big argument because, listen, I was born to be a peppermint worker. And, I think you can see it in me, right? You can see it?
I definitely see the peppermint part. The worker part?
I am very skilled. I've been training with the best, Mr. Mint. I'm coming for his job, but, he's also the best. So, do you, collect licorice? Is that what you do?
Collect liquor. He doesn't know what to do. And he sort of notices all of the nobles sort of whispering around and go, Princess, if you wish to keep your stability and status in this candy kingdom that we live in, I would end this conversation with me.
We say at this point, we've gotten back up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And he would sort of lean in close to you, Annie, and go, besides, some of those rumors about me might be true.
I hope they are.
Right. At this point, Scary Dog hopefully recovered.
Yep.
We'll just kind of like a bow and Lord Licorice, we thank you kindly for continuing your trade so that we might make the licorice taffy, which is an ever present staple. And interestingly enough, Princess Andrea here also contributes so that we might make delicious peppermint taffy. You are both appreciated trade partners. Lavender, someone's calling us. And
Yes,
we
yeah,
should
no.
go.
Wait, give me just a moment, Johanna, and I will step up, and I'll do that thing where I kind of almost half step in front of Andy, kind of just
Sure.
budging them out of the way a little bit, and just hold out my hand. Lord Licorice, it's so lovely to see you again. I hope you remember me, Princess Frostina.
Oh, he takes your hand. He does the same sort of kiss that he did to Andy. Pleasure to make your acquaintance, Princess Frostina.
And I do that thing when I walk up. I do from Wicked, the Galinda hair flip over both shoulders.
Toss.
Yeah.
In hair.
It's been so long since I've seen you at one of these events. How are things?
Oh, well,
in
I'm
your
not
life?
usually invited, so...
Oh, well, that's such a shame.
Fortunate so that you do not have to do these pleasantries so often, but we have so many pleasantries to do, Lavender.
Yes. In a
and
moment,
oh,
Johanna.
look,
Yes.
this is, I do not mean to cut this conversation short, but for your sake and mine, we should, look, it is my turn. I must go, say, hello to the king and queen and congratulate them. So.
Oh yes, so congratulations to them on my behalf as well. Thank you. I'm sure I'll see you later.
And he sort of makes his way and does sort of what everybody's been doing, and you would see just a little bit of strain on King Candy's smile. And can I have everybody go ahead and roll me a wits roll?
Wits. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Nat 20.
My-
Nat 20.
I love how we're all rolling nat 20s in the game where it
Great.
doesn't matter.
Okay, so who got a nat 20?
Baby,
It was
and I have a 12.
I also rolled another natural 20.
Okay, sorry. Hang on. Who rolled a nat 20?
I'm raising my hand, but you can't see me.
Okay, I was like, B, I cannot see your camera if you're raising your hand. Okay, the three of you don't see anything. Sarah, what is your wit score and what did you roll?
12 and I rolled a 6.
Oh,
Constant
perfect. Yeah.
vigilance.
Yes. So Johanna and Ery, you would see as the captain of the guard kind of like hurriedly, but also without attracting attention. But you two kind of, Ery being the sort of intellectual one that you are, and Johanna being the vigilant one that you are, kind of catch this as the captain of the guard kind of goes up and kind of whispers something into King Candy's ear. And he sort of nods at her, and she dismisses herself and kind of goes back to her post. And then you all would see as King Candy stands up and goes, attention, everybody. It seems like the Archbishop is running a bit behind, so we are a bit delayed for the coronation. Apologies for that. However, in the meantime, might I introduce to you the very talented Bonbon Bard Dane Dot? As you see this sort of bard step forward. I'm gonna try really hard to like not cry about this. Before I state this, the Bonbon Bard Dane Dots is modeled after our wonderful friend Dane in the community, who we unfortunately lost last month. So you would see this sort of like very lively bard kind of step out. He's got long brown hair on one side, it's sort of shaved on the other. He's got a little bit of a mustache, these warm, inviting, light brown eyes that kind of sparkle as he strums his gingerbread guitar with white icing details, and the strings are actually made out of red licorice. He's wearing a puffy pink-sleeved shirt with multicolored dots as the buttons, and pink and white striped bloomers with white tights, and boots that are made out of like fluffy cotton candy. And he sort of makes his way onto this little stage that's sort of set up near the center of this ballroom, and begins playing, and it's this beautiful music, and he starts singing as well, and just this very like lovely voice, and it's very clear that this person was very talented and was made to perform. And as the music sort of starts, a lot of the nobles start to clear the center of the room and then start dancing with each other. And it is up to you whether you would like to engage in the dancing or whether you would like to continue mingling and chatting.
Johanna, I love this one. You have to dance with me. Come on, we have to. Come on. I'll just take your hand, start walking you in the middle of the floor.
Clove can dance with you. I'm out.
Start dragging you into the.
I'm gonna try to resist. I don't know. Do we roll strength?
Yeah, roll me. Hang on.
Also, I feel like you were trying to say something.
Yes.
Both Johanna and Lavender roll me contested resolve rolls.
This better not be my third nat 20 in a row.
Lowest wins, yes.
Okay.
So,
6.
Clove, you are not dancing, I assume, was that shaking of the head. 6? Okay.
It's lower than my resolve, but it's not lower than a 6.
Okay, Lavender does pull you onto the dance floor.
I guess she gets dragged, but is just like standing there awkwardly. Like, she knows how to dance. She's been trained. She just doesn't wish to, but she'll just like move appropriately as needed, with minimum interaction.
Oh.
yeah, you two begin dancing. Clove sounds like he wants to be anywhere but the dance floor. Perfectly okay. Andy and Ery.
Andy's like, now it's a party, and goes straight to the middle of the dance floor and dances a little bit too well.
Incredible.
Considering, like, the event, like, she's like, double pirouettes, jump splits, high kicks, pop, pop, pop.
Incredible. You definitely, the nobles start to get, like, there's a little circle around you as they're, like, cheering you on. Ery?
Yeah, Ery will absolutely dance. Probably just like casually switching between partners and probably with like some of the advisors from the different kingdoms and being like, yeah, so about that contract we sent.
None of them want to listen to you at all, and like immediately try to get out of the conversation. Yeah, immediately like just doing the and then switch as soon as they can. Everyone's like just here for the celebration. No one wants to discuss work. It's like when people try to discuss work during the holidays.
Oh yeah, she's annoying.
Great. Clove, what are you up to?
Continuing, he's just talking more with people, just making sure everybody's okay. If anybody's too tired after dancing, he's just going to check on them, make sure see if they need anything. Let's make sure everybody's taken care of. Nobody's hurt.
If Clove is like close enough to the dance floor, I think Andy at one point just like grabs Clove's hand and like spins them around and like throws them over to the other side.
Give me a grace roll for that one.
Ah, dang it! I got an 11 and my grace is 10.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, I think you try to do this very graceful spin with Clove, and I think you spin Clove, and his legs get a little tangled up, and he but catches you. Like it's the trip, and then you catch yourself.
And
You're okay. You're okay. We're good.
Thank you. If you'll excuse me. And he is going to embarrassingly walk off of the dance floor.
Oh no.
The dancing continues for a bit, and then all of a sudden the lights cut. And you can hear kind of like, what's going on? Murmurs, and sort of King and Queen Candy. You hear sort of King Candy go, so sorry, it must be a circuitry issue. We are sending one of the guards to go fix that. It should be just a few moments. And sort of the music has cut a little bit as well, as everyone's sort of a little like, what? Why is this happening? This is the Candied Castle. What's going on here?
Is there electricity?
Yeah. There is electricity. It is not.
Right.
There's electricity. It's not like there's not modern technology.
But what is it powered by?
It is powered by
the
chocolate moat. There's a paddle actually in the moat.
Yeah.
Spins.
Reusable energy. Love it.
Yeah.
So, would we have our hacks on us?
Yes. Yeah, of course you would.
Okay.
You would.
Can Johanna just straight up pull out a torch and light it?
Sure. Yeah, you can do that. So there's some light now around Johanna. Johanna, with you now having a lit torch, you would see the guard, Spumoni, kind of exit the room as King Candy had asked a couple of the guards to go check on the princess as well. And is there anything else that anybody else would like to do as these lights are out.
Andy's still shaking ass.
There's no music. There's no music.
Andy's
care.
in their own world, and it's great.
Incredible. After a few minutes, the lights kick back on, and everybody sort of breathes a sigh of relief. And Dane Dots, the Bonbon Bard, is about to start playing again as one of the guards that you hadn't seen before kind of comes rushing in and goes, "Help! Help! Somebody help!" And everyone's, and the king and queen are going, what? And you see the captain kind of rush over to that guard, and the guard goes, the princess, she's dead!
Sorry, what?
Sword out.
Oh.
Sword drawn.
Oh, fuck. Oh, my
Everything stops.
Well, that escalated quickly.
Queen Candy, like, she has this air of intensity almost that you've kind of seen throughout the now. It immediately breaks, and she just, like, has to catch herself on her throne and just immediately starts sobbing, and King Candy goes, No, that's preposterous. That can't be. And the captain of the guard kind of steps forward and goes, Your Majesty, I saw it for myself. I'm so sorry. And just everybody just can't believe it. And King Candy also kind of starts to break down, and and sort of has to compose himself and goes, Nobody is to leave. The castle is shut down until we figure out what happened. And all the doors to the room are shut immediately. And the captain of the guard is sort of kind of looking around the room, sort of surveying everything. How are each of you responding to this exactly?
I mean, sword out, was gonna be running towards the door, but I guess if it's locked, I mean, presumably the princess was somewhere close by, yeah?
Yes, she was. She was in a room, sort of in a different part. It was a room near the ballroom where she was sort of getting ready for the coronation.
Clove is he's heading up to the guards and being like, "Are you absolutely sure that she's fully dead? If not, maybe there's a way I can help."
The captain sort of overhears that, and she sort of steps up to help.
Yes. I have a gift. I can try to help.
Looks you up and down, and she sort of looks around the room, and her eyes seem to catch on every single one of you, as well as Lord Licorice, Princess Madeline, and Princess Chip. And she goes, You know, it's interesting. It's been a very long time since all of the Candy King and any representatives from each kingdom throughout the Desert Dominion have been present. And so it's interesting to me that the one time they are, something like this happens.
Are we all near enough to, like, hear this?
Yes. I'll say so.
Like, turn from wherever I'm standing, vigilant, being like,
Anything you want to
us. We were present in this room. What would we have done?
She wouldn't be implying that we did something, would she? You wouldn't imply that. She wouldn't imply that, would she?
She crosses her arms.
You know, if somebody had dark vision, they would shout it out, usually.
Yeah.
There was a... Wrong game!
Kamika, I love you so much.
Kavika, and immediately the captain kills Clove.
Well, we found the killer.
There was a lot going on with the dancing, and then the lights cut out for a few minutes. So,
And I was seen vigilantly holding a torch aloft, so it was none of us. In fact, I watched that one. She was twerking like a piece of taffy in the machine, and the other one was doing weird things with food. And Clove is weird, but Clove is kind, and he has a gift. And if you would let him see the body, he might. If she is a body and not yet dead, she might make her undead. Not undead, but like not dead, live again.
she looks at all of you and is really going to let this one speak for all of you. Kingdoms have alliances. How do I know that all of you aren't working together? And like Chip and Madeline and Lord Licorice have also kind of gathered at this point. So all of you that are sort of being pointed at are also have all sort of congregated around each other. Yes, Ery, go ahead.
Ery's got as soon as there was like a mystery, Ery's got like a deerstalker hat on that no one knows where it came from, and and she's got a sugar glass, she's got a magnifying sugar glass. That is something she actually has, and she looks so ready. She's like,
Well,
"Where's
I'll allow it."
Spumoni? I know it was Spumoni. Spumoni did this."
Captain Custard laughs at that and goes, Simone can barely tie his shoes correctly. I doubt he could have orchestrated something like this. But if all of you are so insistent on your innocence, prove to me it wasn't you. Figure out who it was.
I feel like Johanna just like holds her sword up and goes, "My sword is dry."
It's very true.
It wasn't a sword that killed her.
Then what did?
God help us out.
She sort of looks to King and Queen Candy, who are just sort of besides themselves at these point. And sort of King Candy is kind of has his arms wrapped around his wife. And he sort of looks up at Captain Custard and sort of like nods at her. And it's very much a nod of like, do what you think is right. As she is the captain of the guard and has been for a while, and she just sort of returns that nod and goes, all right, fine. I don't like this, but if you assist in figuring out what happened and prove it wasn't any of you, then your names are cleared. But if I find out it was any one of you, she points at all of you, including Princess Madeline and Chip and Lord Licorice, I will arrest you and throw you in the dungeon before you can even get to the center of a lollipop.
Okay, we don't like that phrase, actually, so if you could avoid saying that, I'd really appreciate
That's
it.
like a lot.
Yeah, that's like really old-fashioned phrase.
She goes, my mistake, Your
It's like
Highness.
a really like offensive thing to say, actually.
We found out how many licks it
only
takes to
takes
get to the
3
center.
licks to get to the center. Yeah.
We knew it.
The point being, if I find out it was any one of you, I will throw you in the dungeon, arrest you very quickly.
Don't worry, because it
Effie
wasn't
is
me.
a small house, but we are a proud house, and our loyalty will not be questioned for any of our allegiances. Although I will say, I just want to establish we just have trade relations with. I don't actually know some of these people very well, and I don't want to be considered their friend.
Fair.
But Joanna and I
you
are
see
besties.
Princess Madeline goes, ouch. Okay.
But Joanna and I are besties.
Is
We've known each other
Lord
a long time.
Licorice nearby?
He's standing with all of you, and he sort of has like, he has this look on his face, sort of like, yeah, of course.
I kind of go, I like point to Joanna, I'm like, see, that's interesting leading to bad interesting.
Captain Custard will escort you all to the princess's room where she was getting ready. And she, before she opens the door, so you all agree to help with this investigation?
Well, I mean, the alternative is be
Wait,
thrown in
sorry,
the
who
dungeon.
is all?
So.
Are literally these other people? Sorry, I'm sorry, V. What were you saying?
I think Lord Licorice, Chip, and Madeline all are kind of like, no thanks. We're gonna stay in the room with everybody else. You guys want to do a little detective work? Go ahead. It wasn't us, so we'll be here. So they have kind of abstained. However, they are people that you can interview and talk to and things like that, along with the king and queen, should you want to, the various people in the room, as well as Captain Custard herself and the other guards. So but they've agreed to sort of stay back. It's up to the 5 of you. And she sort of stops you at the door and goes, "This is an active crime scene. Be careful. Do not contaminate anything. And you are about to see a not great scene." So, and she will open the door. And in the middle of the room, laying is Princess Candace Candy. She is, she's dressed in a big ball gown that's sort of pink on top and ombres down to blue at the bottom. She's got fluffy pink cotton candy across her neckline and fluffy blue cotton candy down at the bottom. Long, cascading, light pink hair with bright blue piercing eyes, same eyes as her dad. And you would all see that she's in a pool of blood. There is a sharpened candy cane sticking out of her side. Her crystallized sugar tiara is shattered on the ground. And that's sort of what I'll give you. If anybody has a talent that they think would help in this situation, and if you don't have a talent that you think would help in this situation, you are free to roll a wits check to see if you pick up on anything. Yes, Abigail.
I have a talent specifically for picking up clues.
What's your talent?
It's called astute. Sorry, I'm so excited. I didn't think any of my abilities would be a part of this. It's called astute. You have advantage on virtue tests to appraise and identify unknown objects, quickly parse out information in written or illustrated works, and search for clues. You're also really good at chess. That's one of my innate abilities.
Okay, so you're gonna roll at advantage.
Yeah.
Does anybody else have a talent that would help? Or an item in their bag? Keep in mind, you have various items in your bag that you can be creative with. Up to you.
I don't think anything in my bag is going to be helpful in this situation because they are dead. I don't think a healer's kit is going to be useful.
Well, you never know.
Yeah, like Clove being the healer that you are, you kind of, I think you kind of look her over. She's dead. She's dead. There's no really helping at this point, save from bringing someone back from the dead. So.
Did you roll a 1? What are you happy about?
Oh, sick. Okay, so everybody give me a wits roll. See if you pick up on anything. As you're sort of surveying this room.
Nope.
I rolled 6 under my wits of 12.
I got an 8 and my wits is 6, and I think I'm just like, I know what it looks like.
Yeah.
I know what it looks like, and it wasn't me.
Yeah. I think Andy, you are so distracted by that candy cane You were so distracted by that candy cane being the weapon. You're like, oh my god, they're gonna think it's me, and it wasn't me. I was out giving my all on the dance floor. There's no way.
Shaking ass.
Canonically.
Joanna, what did you roll? Sarah,
Oh, I'm
Sarah,
sorry.
what
I
did you
forgot
roll?
that's my name. I was like, who's Joanna? I rolled
You're
a
fine.
6 under my 12.
Oh, okay. Great. Got it. Clove rolled a 1. Lavender, what did you roll?
I rolled an 18, so no, not from me.
Lavender, you've never seen something like this before. I think you're pretty taken aback. Yeah, you knew, all of you knew Princess Candy. You had all met her before. You all knew of her, and you knew that she was sweet and charming. And anytime, sort of, as the years went on and she got closer to the age of being crowned the new queen, there was a hint of nervousness there. So I think Lavender, you're just taken aback by going, "This was my friend." Ery, what did you roll?
An 8 and my wits is 12.
Great. Okay, Ery, you pull out your magnifying glass, and you notice that there is a coat that has some blood splatter on it. And you also pick up on the fact that the room is sort of in a disarray. Like, there's stuff knocked over, her crown had fallen off and shattered. You pick up that there was some sort of a struggle. And that whoever did it then ditched the coat that they were wearing. You also see that there is a footprint in the blood, kind of leading out the door. Clove, you pick up all the same things that Ery does. You, however, find... Excuse me.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Have a D4.
May
Okay,
the great
hang on.
puller be with you.
Let me roll my d4.
And also
3. I'll take it. It's pretty good. Okay. Clove, you see off to the side, a bit hidden, not intentionally, is a partially eaten chocolate macaroon.
He's just going to, with tears in his eyes because he's broken up over the death of Princess. And he's going to just silently, with his staff, point to the chocolate macaroon. Just bring everybody's attention to it.
I assume I saw all the same things as Ery, yes? Because it's 6 under 12.
You're muted still, Morgan.
Oh, no.
Yes, you did. Yes, actually, Joanna, you were the one that was able to pick up that there had been a struggle. Ery found the coat and the boot print. Clove found the chocolate macaroon. Joanna, you were able to, with your very kind of vigilance that you have, able to understand that there had been some sort of a struggle that had taken place in this room. Your all attention is brought as Clove kind of points to this partially eaten chocolate macaroon that he has found, hidden almost a little bit.
Hidden? Like it fell on the floor, or like somebody had been eating it in a corner? What's that?
Yeah, like somebody had you know what? Yeah, Clove, because you rolled a 1, you are able to figure out that it seems like somebody had been hiding tucked away and had been snacking while they were hiding. Seems like waiting for the right opportunity to strike. So Clove, you are able to put together that this was something that was planned. This wasn't a heat of the moment situation. This was a planned attack.
Who could have had access to the princess's chambers?
That is a great question. Is the captain still with us?
She is, yes. She's sort of posted up by the door, watching. She has not left. She doesn't trust any of you. She's been watching all of you very carefully, and she would go, just the royal family and myself. But when the lights cut out, the guards that were posted up by her door needed to help with the situation, so they had to leave their posts.
It never occurred to you that someone might be using such cover of darkness to do dark chocolate deeds?
Are you questioning my position right now as captain of this guard?
I am, because if the greatest charge in your sworn duty is dead, then this is your fault, and I don't know why we're the ones that are being looked at strangely. Although I will have to say, Princess Andrea, you will need to declare a location of all sweet weapons that might have been brought with your retinue, as it was either pulled from your stash or someone doesn't like your house.
I don't know who that would be. I don't know who would like
you?
I see. But here's a thought.
Or
you
it
guys.
was you.
It was not me. I was respectfully shaking ass on the dance floor. You could ask anyone. I was not only shaking ass, I was slaying. But
It was very true. We did see that. It was very hard to
Thank you. Wait,
Slaying,
let me get
yes.
my top.
Not slay. Looks down at the body.
Oh,
No,
slaying?
not slaying. Not slaying. No, bad word. Bad
not
choice.
slaying.
No.
Not that chocolate macaron though.
Please.
You all are not doing a very good job at trying to clearing names. You know that, right?
Okay, yes. But here's a thought that might not actually help us in the situation, but I think I should just express it. If the chocolate macaron is there and someone was eating it and the lights went out, how did someone take the lights out from here? How did the lights go out? Do we know how the lights went out?
It seems like somebody stuck something into the Morgan doesn't know the right word for this, but like the rotator.
Oh, the cogs.
And
It seems like somebody stuck a piece of licorice into the gears.
So again, we are seeing
that's really
tools
bad
that
for
might.
me.
This is what I'm saying. But it is made to look as though you are. To be fair, I have to say your behavior earlier this evening is not making a great case for you either, being that you do in fact want to be a part of the machine that stops.
The three of you
royalty.
were also seen talking to Lord Licorice earlier.
We have a trade agreement, and therefore conversation must be had for courtly reasons.
Ery,
This
yes.
seems really interesting.
What? Hey, I'm just gonna. I think Ery was so distracted she didn't realize the captain was around, and so she's like, "Oh, hey,
Sure. No,
hi
it's
again.
fine.
A question. Now that we have you here, like she thinks she just like walked up. She's like, "I'm so glad you're here now."
I've been here the whole time.
Sure, whatever you think. What happened when you spoke with the king and queen and whispered in their ear earlier, and there was a delay in the ceremony because that delay caused this distraction to be able to occur?
I don't like what you are insinuating. That is between the king and queen and I. I don't have to tell you what that was about. It's not related to this.
I just think
It was what the king said it was. the Archbishop who conducts the coronation ceremony was delayed.
And how was the Archbishop delayed? Because this could run deep. This could be a whole conspiracy and a whole group of people that were running this.
Yes. Have we seen the Archbishop since?
We were told via an earlier carriage that was sent above that his carriage had gotten caught in a pothole on the road here. So he was going to be a bit delayed. Ery, your astute ability also helps you identify unknown objects.
Mm-hmm.
There is a footprint.
Yeah, I want to.
If you would like to try and figure out what kind of shoe it came from.
Yeah, along with like that coat that's here, I'm like, what? Who done it? Let's see.
Sure.
Who could it be?
Roll me wits. The rest of you, you can continue to confer with Captain Custard. You are also free to go back into the ballroom. All the guards know that you are helping with this, and so they will let you back in the ballroom, and you are free to go interview people, should you choose to. Excuse me, up to you.
I wanna go talk to Lord Licorice.
Yes, you do. Yeah. Ery?
Yes. Wait, do I have advantage on this?
Yes, you do.
Because
Okay,
this
you're
part's
astute.
Okay,
Yeah.
let me roll one more time then, because that one didn't work. Nope, don't worry about it.
Wait, are you
What'd you
using?
I rolled a 14 and a 17. My wits is 12.
You can't tell what shoe this came from. It seems like a relatively common tread pattern that probably exists on a couple different types of shoes.
Sorry, I was gonna try to ask. Is
Sure.
what she's testing right now, would that quantify as a virtue?
Ery has the Sage Intellect gift, and one of her innate abilities is Astute, which is you have advantage on virtue tests to appraise and identify unknown objects, quickly parse out information in written or illustrated works, and search for clues.
Can I use a heart die to help her?
Yes, you can.
Oh.
You can. Ery, what is your wits?
My wits is 12.
Okay, so you have to roll a 2 or higher on the heart dice to be able to bring her score down. Do you have it work?
Is that was that D4 or D6?
D4.
It's a D4.
Gift dice is D6.
Mm-hmm.
I got a 4!
Cool. So it brings your 14, since you have advantage, down to a 10. It's from a boot. And you know that there are only a couple people wearing boots here. Are any of you wearing boots?
I'm wearing snow boots.
Okay. So you know Lavender is wearing boots. King Candy is wearing boots. As are all of the guards, and Lord Licorice.
And I have greaves.
Yeah, Joanna's in like full armor at a party. Yeah, she's wearing boots.
Joanna is also wearing boots.
And he's got heels on, baby.
Yeah.
Spumoni's still top of my list.
Oh man.
Get all it.
Okay. Wonderful
Let us
dessert
go
master. I have to ask.
I want to.
Be first, and then Maria. Yes.
I have to ask. The answer to this is probably no, and it will probably confuse you as to why I'm asking this question, but I have to know because I'll kick myself if I don't ask. Is there any ice cream in this room?
No.
No, damn it. Okay.
There is no ice cream in this room. I am so sorry.
No, that's so fine. Don't worry. It's okay.
Um,
I had an ability if that would help, but it's fine.
You know what? Let me roll for it, actually. Let me roll for it. Evens or odds?
See if the saw anything.
Oh, odds.
Nope, there's no ice cream in the room.
Damn it! No.
Sorry. So sorry. Maria.
I want to go talk to Lord Licorice.
Okay. Does anybody wish to accompany Andy back into the ballroom?
Again, scary dog, but also I want to see everybody with Boots' shoes.
Sure. Sure. So Andy and Johanna. Anybody else?
Yeah, I think Clove is going to go back down and talk to the king and queen and apologize.
So Andy and Johanna and Clove make their way back into the ballroom. Johanna, give me a wits roll to see who's wearing boots in the room.
Also,
Clove, you make your way up.
with the
Clove, you make your way up to King and Queen Candy. And do you just say, like, I'm so sorry?
He comes up to them and saying, I'm sorry, there was... My gift can't help at this point.
Thank you. It's, I don't think anybody could have helped at this point. But if you want to do something, find who did this.
Of course. And you see
Johanna?
look just come over his face. He's just like absolute resolve.
Yeah. Oh. Johanna, what'd you roll?
6?
Yeah, sure. There are a couple of the sort of lower nobility wearing boots with their outfits. Most of them are in nice clothing, obviously, as this is a very important event. King Candy is wearing boots. The guards are wearing boots, and Lord Licorice is wearing boots.
Oh yeah. No. I literally want to go like totally graceless. Literally grab everybody's leg one at a time and be checking shoes.
Sure, you do that. Andy.
So I just kind of like go up to Lord Licorice and I'm like, so this is looking really bad for both of us right now, not gonna lie. So I need you to look me in the eyes right now and tell me you didn't do this.
Ugh. Why is it that every time bad things happen, everybody automatically assumes it was me?
I am saying I just need you to tell me that you didn't do it because I don't think you did it because you don't seem like too obvious bad guy interesting, but I think you're just like a big teddy bear. So I need you to look me in the eyes and tell me you didn't do it.
You are very peculiar. What makes you think that I did this, or what makes them think that I did this?
So, what did we find that was licorice related in the room? Sorry.
There was licorice put into the gears that sort of shut off the lights.
So here's the peppermint tea. The gears that shut down the electricity was licorice, and she's got like candy cane stuck to her. Like that's what killed her.
So then
like,
they must think it was you if your item from your kingdom was used to kill her.
But your item shut off electricity, and we had talked, and people might think we're in cahoots. I don't think you did it.
Thank you.
But I just like need to hear it from you that you didn't do this.
I think at this point, Johanna, I imagine you just walk up to Lord Licorice and lift up.
I need to see your shoes. Give me your feet.
No, I don't. If you're into that, great. No, thank you.
Your old girl, and that is a weird insinuation. I would like to see the bottom of your shoes for evidentiary reasons this instant.
Yeah.
He like looks around. Everyone's like watching this, and he goes, I mean, the Vittel clear. My name fine. He lifts up one boot, nothing. Lifts up another boot, nothing. The various nobles that you checked that you freaked out, no blood on their shoes. I imagine you did not go up to King Candy and request that.
I don't suspect the parents.
As he's been consoling his wife and himself.
Is Chocolate Boy around? Whatever his name was.
Chip Coco.
Sure, Chip Coco.
He is. He's not wearing boots, but he's around.
Or who was from Cookie Kingdom? That's Madeline?
Princess
That's the Princess
Madeline
Boy.
Gingersnap.
She wearing boots under that skirt?
They're wearing lederhosen, actually, not a skirt. They are kind of wearing boots. So you can you walk up to Madeline and she goes, "Oh, hi. I was gonna say friend, but you made it very clear earlier that's not the case. So hello, princess.
I require to see your shoes.
You're required.
Yes.
You and what
Like
army?
gripping- Sorry?
What do you mean required? What are you, the princess of shoes now?
You know what? Yes. Because what is frequently stuck to the bottom of shoes but gum and taffy?
They go, you know what, I'll give you that one. Fine, whatever, you're weird. Lifts their shoes up. Nothing.
Thank you. And they're like just gonna continue to walk around the ball. So no blood on no boots nowhere.
No, you start I think then at this point you start making your way through the guards and asking them. Ery and Lavender, what are you up to?
Honestly, I don't know. I guess I'm probably, as Ery's kind of doing their detective work, I'm probably just doing that thing where I'm kind of just following them around a little bit. Just like, so, like, you don't think it was any of us, do you?
I'm gonna be totally honest.
Uh-huh.
I think that it was a coup from the guards, and I think that so it goes here. I've got a list. So I've got Spumoni on top,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Spumoni
did it. Spumoni did it. but I also
Spumoni did this? We should go find him right now. And
and
confront him.
Captain Ambrosia did it too, right? Hi, Captain Ambrosia. And then
She just puts her head in her hands.
and then, cause see that coat, I think that coat would look really good on her, and that's the killer's
Oh my god,
coat.
yes. Girl, you would slay
Right?
that coat. Truly. No, I gotta stop using that word.
No, I think you're so right though.
You would look
She
like
would
so great
play
in
in
that coat.
that coat.
You know what? I can work this out. I can work this out.
You got this.
Did you do this?
This is why royals should not be in charge of anything, honestly.
Well, hold on. What?
You're so right.
Did you do this?
Because you don't want royals in charge of anything.
Do I look like I did this? No, I care way too much about my job to do something like this. I owe everything to the Candy family. And I worked my way up the ranks to become captain of this guard, and I take this very seriously.
That's what a captain of the guard would say. All right, she's clear.
Seems
She's fine.
pretty legit. That's pretty legit. So you're gonna arrest
That's-
Spumoni, right?
Spumoni. I
I
honestly,
don't know why
I'm like so
you
on
think
it.
it's him. Like he's the worst one that we have. He's clumsy. He's not the shiniest lollipop in the box.
Whoa, hold
Okay,
on.
again,
Whoa,
again with the
hold
lollipop
on.
phrases.
Okay, listen. You might not be guilty of murder here, but you're guilty of saying really fucked up things about lollipops. I'm gonna need you to stop doing
Okay,
that.
okay, fine.
You want to keep that job of yours?
He's not, yes, of course I do. He's not. I apologize. He's not the most frosted cupcake in the box.
Okay,
Well, hey,
I
hold on.
No,
Whoa,
I get that.
Hold
actually.
on. Hold on. Wait a minute. No, we're not.
Selective.
There's no way that he could have done
No bigotry.
something
Okay.
like this. And
You said he's clumsy, though.
And
look
the
at all the
clumsy.
evidence that's been left behind.
Clumsy.
The
The struggle.
It's totally him.
look,
totally
if you
him,
want to go
100%.
talk to him, he's back in the ballroom. I can escort you two over.
Yeah, for
I feel
sure.
like at this
Mhm.
point, Joanna's in the middle of like yelling at the guards to assemble in a line, and she's gonna check all shoes. So if you gotta like come over at this moment, this is happening.
The guards are kind of like refusing, and they're like, "We don't take orders from you." And then I think Captain Custard kind of brings Ery and Lavender back into the ballroom, kind of sees this commotion, and goes, "Attention!" And they all just like snap.
That was hot.
And she goes, "What is going on here?"
I want to argue fast friends, but like in a fast authority kind of way.
Hang on, let me look at your.
Look, it says I'm naturally friendly and likable. I don't think that's true.
That's crazy.
That's insane.
I will put this in the realm of negotiate truces. In a
That's what I was gonna
sense.
say, like just immediate loyalty.
Yeah. So basically, Captain goes, "What is going on here?" And do you kind of explain?
I'm checking the bottoms of all of their shoes. If you would like to assist, I want to start on this end, and you can start on that end.
Can I ask why?
We literally just saw the evidence. Somebody stepped in her blood, and therefore we should see who it was.
Make me a grace roll with advantage. As you're sort of trying to negotiate this with her, is what I will rule it as.
Sure. Hell yeah, nat 1, baby!
Ooh.
Incredible. She thinks it over and goes, I mean, there was that footprint. Okay, all right. Guards, line up. Let's see. Joanna's doing that. Ery, Clove, Lavender, and Andy, roll me a wits roll.
Okay.
Joanna, you start sort of all of this. You watch as like the command from Captain Custard. All of these guards sort of line up, and you start checking the bottoms of their shoes. What everybody roll for wits?
I got an 8, and my wits is a 6.
Nope.
I rolled a 2. My wits is a 7.
Great.
I rolled a 6, and my wits is a 12.
Great.
I rolled a 15 and my wits is a 12. I'm so focused on Spumoni that I'm not paying attention to anything else.
You're trying to find him, Ery, and you can't. Clove and Lavender, you see Spumoni by the banquet table eating a chocolate macaroon.
Right?
I want to walk straight on over to Spumoni. Just be like, Spumoni, so good to see you again.
Hi, sorry.
Is that
Oh,
chocolate macaroons?
yeah.
Oh, I love chocolate macaroons. You know what goes really well with chocolate macaroons?
Murder.
Milk?
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, do you have any milk? I don't know if there's any milk. No, wait, hold on. No, this is getting lost. You know what goes really well with chocolate macaroons? Ice cream.
Yeah, sure, I guess so.
I'm just gonna summon a bit of ice cream in my hand.
What?
It's like a strawberry sherbet color, and I go, you know what you did, and I know what you did. So maybe
What?
you should just admit to it?
Well, I mean, I don't know what you're talking about, and I have to go line up with everybody. Captain Custard just called me over, so, and he starts kind of like moving around you
No.
to kind of.
Yep.
Going to bar his way.
What's happened? I don't understand.
A
Where is
chocolate
he?
macaroon was found at the scene of the crime. Where did you get your chocolate macaroons from, Been stashing them?
From from the table that everybody had access to.
That is a perfectly valid argument. Damn it! Ah, we were so close.
Yeah,
If you kindly show us,
I gotta go. I got my captain gave.
Wait,
Captain gave.
if
me
you
orders.
would kindly show us the bottom of your boots.
Joanna, at this point, you've gotten through all the guards' boots. Nothing.
I was gonna argue,
you would-
like, if my best friend is doing shit, I'm over
You would
there.
see
Yeah.
Lavender and Clove. Ery, at this point, there's enough of a commotion over there. You finally spot Spumoni. Andy, you do as well. And I imagine Joanna, you sort of walk over. And you go, why do you have to see my
Sword out,
boot?
just show us the bottom of your shoes and don't ask questions, peasant.
You're under arrest.
I don't have the authority to arrest me.
Just show us the bottom of the boot. Why are you so nervous to show us the bottom of your boot?
I'm just always nervous.
Probably
It's true,
because
he is always nervous.
what someone who killed the princess would say.
I'm such a thing.
Then
Just,
show us
just
your
show
boots.
us the bottom of your boot and everything's gonna be okay. Show it to us.
Also, princesses, peasants are people too. So if we can show some respect for
A
peasants.
lot of offensive phrases being thrown around tonight.
Andy and Joanna, give me a grace roll.
Raise, come on.
Joanna, give me a resolve roll as you're threatening with the sword.
Sword at his chest.
Yeah. He's like sweating.
Wouldn't matter. I got a 4, which is below both rolls.
Incredible.
I got a 9, and I have a 10 in grace.
Oh.
Yeah. So with the intimidation from Joanna and the sort of pleading from Andy, he just goes and lifts his boot up. And it is stained in blood.
Ah.
I would like to stab him
Buddy,
in
come
the
on!
Wait! No, I swear, everyone's like watching with bated breath. The king and queen like stand up and go, Captain, arrest him! And Captain Custer kind of makes her way over. He goes, no, wait, I swear, I swear I can explain.
Wait.
I swear.
Yeah, what's your explanation?
I
want to
did-
hear it.
I was told to do it.
By who?
Who?
No.
By who?
I guess by whom?
He looks so nervous, and like he sees Captain Custard walking up, and she has her giant lollipop that all the guards have, and she's so angry, and he just looks around the room, and everyone's just like this, and he goes, "It was the king and queen."
You're number 4 on my suspect.
What?
They look, I'm not good at my job, and I'm pretty sure I was gonna get let go soon, but they said they wouldn't let that happen if I killed their daughter for them, and I really have another option, and they're really scary, and I didn't know what to do, and everyone's just like, like looks at King and Queen Candy.
Okay, I think he's too
Yeah,
clumsy
what
to
are they
come up with a
doing?
lie like that.
And the grieving parents' facade is immediately dropped.
Oh.
Power couple.
Bitch.
You know, we really should start paying people to do our dirty work. Seems to be able to hold secrets better. And you watch as Queen Candy puts her hand out and goes, you know, it would have been more fun if one of you had been blamed for this. But, seen as That little god can't keep his mouth shut, but he might still be a bit useful. And she waves her hand over him as he starts to sort of like transform into this giant candy wolf.
Oh, fuck!
I need everybody to roll initiative.
Oh, shit.
So roll me a wits roll, please.
A wits roll. Fuck. Oh,
failed it.
shit.
Okay, you failed it? Okay.
Natural
I
20.
see.
Yep.
God.
KO.
What in the world is with these sixes? This is weird.
Good.
I just
Take 'em.
barely succeeded with 5, and I have a 6 in wits.
Okay. Okay, who rolled
Sorry.
their wits or below? Who succeeded? Who succeeded? Okay.
Okay, matching is a success.
Yes. Okay. Andy, what did you roll?
A 5.
Clove, what did you roll?
A 6.
Joanna, what did you roll?
12.
Okay. So the order is going to be Andy, Clove, Joanna, Wolf, Queen Candy,
Oh,
and then Ery, what did you roll?
17.
Lavender, what did you roll?
nat 20.
Oh, 20. Lavender's last, so Ery. So the order is Andy, Clove, Joanna, enemies, Ery, Lavender. Okay, so reminder, on your turn, you can move somewhere nearby and do one action. You can also react once per round. And like this wolf, it looks like his fur is cotton candy, and there's like various candies kind of stuck in his fur. All of the rest of the nobles have like skirted out of the way. The guards are kind of up in the corner, not knowing what to do. Captain Custard is just like cannot believe what is occurring. Andy, you're up first.
I go, let's dance! And I whip out my sword and I go to slice this candy wolf.
Great. I need you to roll a resolve.
That's a 2 from an 11. That's a success, baby.
Great. Go ahead and roll damage dice.
Will do. That is a 7.
Awesome. Yeah, you hit this wolf. Sorry, I have to double check something. With monsters real quick. Okay, you hit this wolf. Doesn't do as much damage as you thought it would.
Oh, no.
As I am like slicing, I would like to pirouette and make an additional attack. Cool spinning kick. I believe that's Grace to see if I hit.
Oh, yes. Yeah, go ahead and give me a grace roll.
That did not pass.
What was it?
It's a 13. I needed it under 10.
You go to do I imagine like a spinning kick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you go to do that and you miss.
Oh, no.
It's okay. I'm warming up.
It's the heels.
Clove, you're up.
Clove is going to slam his staff on the ground and yell, "Guards, protect the people!" and then grab it with both hands and swing at the wolf.
Sure. Give me a resolve roll.
And I've got a high resolve. Yes! That's a 4 of 14.
Yeah, that hits. Roll your damage dice.
That's a 5.
Cool. You also hit this wolf. doesn't do as much damage as you thought. This wolf's fur, because it is cotton candy, it a lot of things can sort of like bounce off it almost. So it doesn't like hit as deep or cut as deep as you would like it to. Not an option. But you did do some damage. Johanna.
Yes. To no one's surprise, she's also going to like run over Sword Out, as it has already been out, and is going to try and attack the wolf. I guess I was just checking. I don't think I'd get an advantage through the talent of armory, would I?
No.
That's what I thought. That's okay. So it's resolve?
Yes. You can also use your gift abilities as well, should they call for it.
I don't think healing the wolf is going to be useful.
Yeah,
No,
like I don't think I can.
I do have something where we actually start hurting it.
Yeah, I don't think let me see. I guess the question is like, what is Harry capable of? Which, if anyone forgot, because it's been 2 hours since he was mentioned, is a tiny gummy bear cub that is always.
He's been following you around this whole time.
For sure. So the sidekick ability has aid and fight, but I assume that's a separate fight to me. It's not like he can aid my fight.
Can't. You have sidekick, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. You use your virtues as their stats.
Yeah, but I think that would be like him also trying to attack the wolf.
Yeah, that would be. Your sidekick will help you out the best they can in any situation.
I think I'm gonna hold.
Yeah, they can fight. You can use your gift dice to make your sidekick fight.
Yeah, but it wouldn't affect my roll. I really want the sword to hit. I don't want my tiny gummy bear to fight a wolf.
What'd you roll?
I failed. It was a 15, or excuse me, an 18 over my resolve of 14. So
yeah, I think you go. Your sword gets like stuck in the fur and isn't able to make a solid hit.
Bummer.
Yes, Kavika.
Sorry. Sarah, are your stats 14, 9, and 12?
Yeah.
Love.
What?
I have the same stats.
That's so funny. Aw, meant to be. Okay. You can use your sidekick in a future round, just so you know. Okay. That is Joanna's turn. That brings it to the wolf's turn, and the wolf has 2 attacks.
Oh no!
It's to attack twice. It's going to use. Yeah, it's going to do claws against Clove and a bite against Andy, as you are the 2 that did damage to it. So I need both of you to roll Grace and then subtract your armor value from the total damage.
This is where I shall be effective. No offense to the other one, but I think Clove is most important given I guess I'll wait and see. Can I use my reaction after I see whether or not they take damage?
They both rolled 1s.
Incredible.
So
never mind.
no.
I do nothing.
No. Clove, this wolf goes to claw at you, and you manage to kind of duck out of the way. Andy, this wolf goes to bite you, and I feel like you just like pirouette out of the way.
Yeah, I like limbo, like flash dance, and slide out of the way.
Great.
Together
that
with
brings
Captain Sword, we block its claws from attacking me.
That brings us to Queen Candy.
Oh no.
And she's sort of watching this fight and going, well, 5-on-1 hardly seems fair. And... Okay. I have to roll some stuff. Let's see.
6-on-1. I point down to the little little guy.
Okay. Sorry. There's certain things. Give me 1 second as I... Sick. Cool. Great. She is going to cast mine. So, Clove, Andy, and Johanna, I need you all to roll Resolve.
Oh no! Ery and Lavender are just like, okay, we're good. We're just gonna stand
2?
over here.
Okay.
Am I perchance escaping a restraint or trap or attempting to combat antics like shoving, grappling, tripping, or acrobatics?
Nope.
Right. That's an 18.
Oh.
That failed.
You fail.
I don't think mine's worth rolling. It's so high. It's a 17.
You also fail.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm double checking things as this is my first time running combat for this game.
Of course.
Good.
Just making sure I'm doing it correctly. Yes, I am. Okay. Yeah, so Clove, you're good. Andy and Johanna, both of you have swords, correct?
Yes.
Your swords are ripped out of your grasp, as mine is a spell that up to, and I rolled a 4 on the die, objects you can see instantly move to your hand. So Andy and Johanna, your swords are now in Queen Candy's hand. Clove, you feel your staff start to shake, and I think you hold on to it tighter, and it doesn't slip your grasp.
Oh no. Hey, chat, if you would like to donate to sabotage the DM, now would be a great time. It's for a great cause.
Yeah, and that's Queen Candy's turn. Ery!
Hey, so I still have my Deerstalker hat on, and I think Ery took so long because she was just so in awe of her big brain.
Fourth on the list,
That's
baby. Fourth time's the
That's
charm.
so valid.
It's right from the beginning. She was just like, it was Spumoni. Total shot in the dark. But she
Wrong game, sorry.
she's gonna look at the queen and and I'm going to use one of my special abilities called Tactician. You spot a momentary weakness in an enemy. Describe how you're going to cleverly exploit it with your attack and modify your attack roll up to some. If you hit, add dice to your damage. Alternatively, you could yell out instructions to a friend who can modify their attack and damage rolls as above. So I think right now, while the queen is concentrating on getting, it's happening while the mine spell is happening. She's like, okay, she's distracted. Here we go. And she gets her lollipop quarterstaff, and a really dull colored lollipop head shows up on it, on the top of it. And she's like, okay, all right, here we go. And I'm just going to run up while she's concentrating and try to whack her.
She is on the kind of almost other side of the room.
Uh-oh.
She's a bit of a ways away.
Uh-oh.
But because I rolled a 4 on the die, I was able to cast that spell farther away.
Got it. Okay, so I can't use Tactician on her.
You could. I don't know how much it would help you. You can use Tactician on the wolf, though.
Okay, I just know I won't do damage on him. Let me, then what I'll do instead is, I will instead use one of my innate abilities called Advisor, where I can give sage advice to one of my friends in combat, and it counts as an action. The next time they use their gift dice, they can spend any of mine as well. So I will,
Pick a friend.
Yeah, I will turn to Lavender, because Lavender I know has abilities to like summon things and do some stuff. And I'm just gonna say, you have so much potential. Oat, almond, cashew, and I'm just gonna start saying things that you don't understand. But you think that I'm being really, really hopeful. I'm like, this is gonna be really big for us, okay?
Okay.
All right.
So what does that add for me? Sorry.
So on your turn, or the next time you use any of your gift dice, you can spend any of Ery's gift dice.
Yeah,
A maximum of four gift dice can be rolled at a time for an ability.
Incredible!
Wow,
amazing.
Yeah, I could use all. Fine, I don't mind.
Damn.
Excellent. So you feel inspired and empowered by Ery's words. You're like, yeah, I can do this. I don't know those other words that she said, but wow, is she convincing.
We just also got a $100 donation.
Oh wow! Thank you.
Oh my god! Thank you. Whoever donated $100.
Oh my god!
Or whoever thank you. Oh my god! Thank you.
Incredible! Thank you so much.
That's amazing.
Candy Master. Are we able to free
Dessert
action?
master, but yes.
Sorry. Mistress of all things delicious.
Actually, that's what it is.
That's really nice.
Delicious mistress.
Yes.
Are we allowed to free action yell during another person's turn?
Yes.
Could I just yell, remember your 12th birthday, and I would like to like bring us into a memory moment with Lavender of
I will.
like you were 12 and I was 10 and a little more free spirited, and at your birthday you were like showing off how you could create fountains of sherbet and ice cream, and I, being a little firebug, like grabbed a log, a little torch off of like a roasting marshmallows fireplace, and started melting it to turn it into like liquid, which we all know from raccoon videos what that does to cotton candy. And so I'm just asking you to hold your action till mine.
Okay. Can I do that?
Oh, delicious mistress.
Oh, delicious mistress. Can I hold my action?
Because we got $100 donation, I will allow it.
Yeah,
also, as a note for all of you, you all get one reaction per round. You can spend your heart dice to help a friend's virtue test with that reaction. Just by the way. And then some abilities can allow you to do things during your action. Yes, so Lavender, you are going to wait to do your action until Joanna's next turn.
Yeah. So, okay. Yeah, because I did have a plan for a thing, but I could do that instead. I could. Well, yeah. I mean, that would be a smart thing to do. I was gonna do something with the ice cream I was holding. I was waiting for my turn, but I could do that instead.
You certainly can. Because we can also do it the other way around. I'll just hold my torch, and we just have to survive wolf attacks. Is all.
That's true.
That's true. I think I'm gonna do it that way because I did have a thing planned that I've been waiting to do.
Sure. So you get from that to that Joanna will wait for your next turn.
Okay.
To be able to hopefully take out this candy wolf.
Okay.
I'm gonna say you know what happens? You don't fully remember the memory until after your turn.
Okay.
We'll do it as that. You're like in the middle of this, and Joanna's like, remember your
Mm-hmm.
12th birthday, and you're in the middle of your action doing whatever, and then it's not till after it's
Yeah.
over that you go, oh my god, that did happen.
Yeah. Or
So,
or
Lavender.
actually, I think it'd be more what I'm about to do will set up a distraction so that I can be ready to do that. I think.
Sure.
Because what I will
Lavender, you're
do
up.
is Lavender turns to this wolf and goes, "Well, Mr. Wolf, let me introduce you to a friend of mine, Mr. Strawberry." And I'm gonna turn my hand upside down, the one that has the ice cream in it, and it's gonna fall to the ground and just splat. And then it starts to grow and expand, growing into an elemental as I use my summon ability to create an
Awesome. Go ahead
elemental
and roll
of-
me however many gift dice you want to for how much HP this elemental being has.
I'm only going to use 2.
Okay. Are you going to use your 2, or are you going to use one of yours and one of Ery's?
I'm going to use one of each, I think.
Great.
Wonderful.
So roll your gift dice.
D6s.
Please don't roll doubles.
Oh! A 6 and a 2, so 8.
Okay, so it is 8 HP.
That's more than me.
They will dissolve after 8 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Or sorry, they'll resolve after 2 hours because you
Okay.
use 2 dice.
Yep.
Or if they're reduced to 0 HP. They can attack within a stone's throw for a d6 of damage.
Okay.
We'll have them go after you.
Yeah.
So that's your action.
Literally, it's just like it starts to like just grow into a shape, and this big like elemental with these like ice-like teeth just appears and just goes, "Strawberry."
Yeah. Amazing. All right. Do you want to move?
I am going to move closer to Joanna, kind of just like give her the thumbs up, preparing
Okay.
to do
Sure.
this combo move for our next turn.
Yes. Great. Yes, you can do that. It's your elemental's turn. I
Okay.
need you to. It's gonna try to attack. I need you to roll a resolve for them, knowing that all their virtues are equal to your wits score.
Incredible. My wit. Okay, well, I should have. I should have not made my wit score my lowest one, huh? Okay. Well, that's fine. Oh, okay. I rolled a 6, and my wits is a 7.
That hits.
Hell yeah.
Also, monsters have a certain like save number,
Oh, okay.
just so you know. Great. So then I need you to roll me a d6 for its damage as the strawberry elemental kind of goes up and tries to bite with its ice teeth this wolf.
That's a 5.
A 5. Cool. It's a similar situation that all of you are facing. This cotton candy fur, things get stuck in it pretty easily. But it does do damage. The wolf is looking hurt.
I feel like I'm watching
wolf's looking
Godzilla
hurt.
vs. Kong right now. But candy.
Back to Andy.
Okay. How far am I from the queen?
Let's see. You are... Where? You are... over yonder.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I just realized I'd
You're far.
screenshotted the one donation is to give inspiration to the first person who rolled a 6 on the gift dice. So that goes to Lavender.
Oh!
Oh,
Awesome. Lavender, you get an inspiration. You get a reroll
Oh, incredible.
for something.
I will use that
Yeah.
at some point. I will use that in my next turn.
Andy, you are over yonder. You are too far away to move in one turn.
Can I move close enough to throw a trapping net?
Yeah, sure. Sure. Give me, you want to try to throw a net at her?
I would like to throw a trapping net, and I would like to use Nimble, because I like to think that these are the same nets we use to harvest the peppermint.
Peppermint, yeah. Okay, sure. I will allow it. So how many gift dice do you want to use for this?
I'm like, do I waste both of them, or do I just...
It's up to you. You do get
Whatever.
them back on a 1, 2, or 3.
Let's see what happens. Let's use both of them.
Both? Okay.
Okay. So, that is a 12 on the D20. Am I going for resolve or grace?
Call that, I'm gonna call that a resolve.
That's,
what did you roll?
Okay, so I rolled a 12, so it didn't succeed, except with my gift dice, I rolled a 3 and a 6.
Okay. Sorry, there's something about this that I am confused about. Give me 1 second as I flip through my book.
While Morgan is
Okay.
looking through their book to find a thing, I just want to say thank you
Thank
to
you.
all the wonderful donations we have had so far. Thank you so much. We're currently at $145 raised, which is crazy.
That's awesome.
Thank you guys so much for being so generous donating to the PCRF. We really appreciate it. We really appreciate you guys being here. Y'all are amazing. We love you guys. Thank you.
Yeah.
And if you haven't donated yet, you still can. If you visit
Yes.
Spotify.
You can still help us.
It's not
if you
over
can't
till what's his name? What's the god's name again?
The puller.
The ice maker?
No.
Well, who's God, really?
Okay.
Oh, Raiders.
Hey, Raiders, welcome in.
Hey, Raiders!
Hello,
Our
Raiders.
Mistress of Deliciousness is currently checking over some rules because we are playing Perils and Princesses, which is a new TTRPG, and are in the middle of combat. And also, you can interact with this stream. We were just discussing. We're raising money for the Palestinian Children's Relief Fund. So if you want to donate while you're here, we would love that. And if you just want to hang out and watch as we hopefully kill a cotton candy wolf and the Queen of Candy, who enlisted someone to murder their daughter, and we're just a bunch of princesses at the party trying to help.
Yeah.
Stick around. It's a
Okay.
good time. Making some judgment calls on agility checks, I think, right now.
Yeah, it's more of like trying to understand saves, but the way the game works is below it. Okay. So you rolled a 12, and
Rolled a
then
12.
your gift dice were
6 and 3.
okay, so you get one of those back. 6 and 3, so you're gonna subtract that from. Let me see.
So you rolled a 3, essentially.
Yeah. So it definitely works. The net goes over Queen Candy, and she's sort of like, "What is happening?" And she's sort of stuck a little bit in this net.
That's what you get for taking my sword! And then I just kind of like, that's it. That's all I got.
Amazing. Clove.
How hurt does this wolf look?
It's hurt.
Like last legs, or?
It's getting there.
Then I'm not going to do that because that's not going to do enough damage. I take a quick turn to Johanna and be like, "You need this?"
What is it?
Staff, right?
Oh, it's just a stick?
You need my stick.
No, I don't need your stick. I have a torch. But
Okay.
thank you.
Smack the wolf.
Great. Give me a resolve.
You kill it. I'm gonna be so upset.
I hope not. I have a thing I really want to do. I think it's going to die. That's another 6. 6 to
You
hit.
hit it. Give me damage dice.
With your stick.
Stick.
So 3 damage.
3 damage.
3 damage. You rolled a 3. Your stick gets stuck in its fur. Doesn't do any damage. Johanna. You're holding your turn.
I'm holding. So in essence, I'm
You're
like
holding your turn.
pulling another torch out from under my like
Sure.
armored kirtle skirt thing, and
Yes.
and I'm readying
Okay.
later.
Yeah, I will allow that. Great. It is now the wolf's turn. And Lavender, you're next to Johanna now, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. It's going to make a bite attack against Clove and a claw attack against you. So I need you both to roll me grace.
Dude, I'm so graceful. Guys, I've expressed nothing but true grace during this.
What
Got
did you
this, best
roll,
friend.
Kavika?
As Kate would do. That's a nat 20.
Oh.
Cool, that's a critical hit. Yeah. Yeah. Lavender, what'd you roll?
That's an 18. So not much
Okay.
better.
Cool. Alright, so
Okay,
I'm gonna
then
do...
I am for sure reacting. I'm just gonna put
Okay.
that out there.
Okay. What are you doing with your reaction?
Well, I have a big ass shield that has been on my back the entire time.
Are you gonna throw
I also
yourself
have
in
the-
front
I
of
also
me
have
to
the
help
defend
me?
action.
You're using defend?
Yeah. I think the argument here though is I probably can't technically defend both of them with
No.
the shield.
No,
So
you
what
can
I'm
defend.
hoping you'll allow me to do is throw my body in front of my best friend and my shield in front of this boy I kind of know.
No. As it says to a friend nearby.
Fine. I was
One.
gonna use 2 dice though. Alright,
I know.
then I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Clove, but I need her.
You gotta do your best friend.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna roll
Bestie
your damage
privileges.
first, Clove. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead and roll your gift dice for me, Johanna. Wow.
It's
Okay.
expensive.
Clove, what's your armor?
Oh yeah, don't you have heavy armor?
That's 2.
Oh, never mind, because it was a critical hit, you ignore that. But luckily for you, I rolled super shitty, take 2 points of damage.
Oh.
So I rolled double ones. Johanna, what did you roll?
I rolled a 6, hell yeah, so that means I lose one of my gift dice, but by throwing myself and my shield in front of Lavender, I protect my friend, who is
You
not
do,
just an
and-
alliance with my best friend.
You do, and
best friend.
Lavender, what's your armor?
My armor is 2.
A heavy.
Yeah, so there's no point in me rolling because the claws just do a d4 of damage.
Oh.
So you Lavender, this wolf comes down with this big claw, and Johanna steps in the way with her shield, and the claws just sort of across the metal shield. Clove, this wolf
It's not
goes.
metal,
Oh, what is it? Taffy?
it's oak. Yeah, I
oak?
mean it says oak in the book, but I think like just hard ass stale taffy.
Yeah, it scratches
Incredible.
across. There's now a scratch on your shield, but you protected your friend. Clove, this wolf bites you, and it doesn't hurt for some reason as much as you thought. I think because you spend so much time with animals that you were able to turn to a part of your body that like wouldn't hurt as bad. However, you are still wounded, so I need you to give me a resolve roll.
That is a 7 of 14.
Okay. Yeah, you're fine.
As it dramatically tears Clove's shirt.
Yeah, you're able to like turn at the last second. It snags, like it does a little scratch and like part of your shirt. Because for whatever reason,
Gross.
all
Smells
your
like
characters need to
cinnamon.
end up shirtless for some reason, Kavika.
That's the
Hey, yo.
If you're unfamiliar with the Rumbles, it's a reoccurring thing. All right, and Queen Candy, you have successfully like grappled her. Successfully grappled her. So I think that she's trying to get the net off of her is her turn. So that brings us to Ery.
All right, so I don't have much I can do now because I want to have my gift dice on hold for what I just used.
Well, you have one is gone.
Okay, so that ability was used. So what I'm going to do is
Do you have another one?
I do have another one. So I'm gonna do it again. But I'm gonna have it for let me see, who should I give it to? I think I'll do it for Lavender again because Lavender's right after me and things are getting all set up. So I'll just keep listing milk alternatives.
Are you going to use your innate ability again?
Yeah.
You have a weapon.
It does not do much. This would be better suited. So I'm just like soy, coconut, hemp.
Who is it directed at? Is it directed at Lavender again or Johanna?
It's at Lavender again.
Because Johanna is holding her action.
Oh, I can... Here, let me... Okay. Then I'll just... I don't know. I'm looking up ways to inspire someone for Taffy.
I mean, wait, it's a combo move, so you can keep inspiring Lavender. That's fine.
Yeah, instead, but I'll just like also put in like ingredients that are in like vegan taffy, and I'll be like coconut oil, tapioca syrup, like.
Johanna, you feel like so sorry. It's directing at Lavender or Johanna?
I guess it's gonna be at Johanna.
Johanna. So, cool. Johanna, you have no idea. It sounds like she's speaking another language, but you feel weirdly like, yeah, I think this plan that I'm doing, I think I can do this. So you may now use Ery's other gift dice as one of yours, should you choose to. That brings us to Lavender.
Okay. What are we doing, bestie?
Just create as much ice cream as you can over the wolf, and I will set it on fire.
Okay.
Because the idea is like melt the ice cream stream. Like I think this is what we did. We kind of did it like a sprinkler in the front yard. Like you created ice cream and I melted it as it came out, so that it was like a sprinkler in the summer.
Okay, yeah.
Except we're doing it to be like water that's gonna hopefully melt the cotton candy wolf.
Because what I was thinking of doing, if you're holding the torch aloft, I was gonna do a blast through the torch so that it would then turn into water and then hit it.
Yeah, either way, hell yeah.
Okay, cool.
I think the point is we've already done this maneuver before, so one way or another.
So I think with that.
Joanna, you're holding the torch up.
Yeah,
okay.
Joanna's kind of holding the torch up. I'm just gonna drop my staff to one side. I'm gonna bring both my hands together like Dragon Ball Z style. A fucking orb of multicolored sherbet ice cream starts to form.
Are you using blast?
I'm gonna use blast, and I'm just gonna yell out, "Sherbet Taffy combo!" Just gonna blast.
Okay.
Sorry, I was gonna say, since Ery was helping me, I want Ery to help Lavender, and I don't exactly know how this gummy bear little cub is gonna help other than like maybe just like gently pawing her leg to be like, you got this.
You got this.
Yeah, okay, so if you're gonna use aid, I need you to roll me however many gift dice you want to.
I only have the one left.
Okay.
But you have
But it's
one.
a 5!
You have one from.
But you have
Ery
one from
too.
Ery that you can use as well.
No, but I have that from my roll. This is for for Lavender's.
Oh.
Because it's a combo move, so I want us both to be able to have dice. So I'm giving my gummy bears helping Lavender since I'm getting
Lavender still has a gift dice, so.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well,
She's
you
good.
got another one that's a 5.
Okay, Lavender, roll me a resolve.
Resolve. Here we go. That's a natural 1.
Okay, roll me your gift dice.
It was a 19 and then it flipped over to a 1.
Incredible.
That was
Roll
so
me your
close.
gift dice
Gift dice.
and
Okay.
double it.
Gift dice. So I only have the 1, right? Wait, no.
Yeah.
I still have one from Ery because Ery gave me both.
Nope,
Gave me
you
2.
already used that one.
No, but she gave me 2, and I used one of mine and one of hers.
Yeah,
So
but
I
it
have
renewed
one of
on
mine.
Oh,
my
that's true.
So
But
I
it's.
Or
Hang
does
on.
does it only last the round?
I'm
does it-
I assume it renewed.
Checking.
Oh, I wasn't sure. That's why I didn't.
Yeah,
use
it
both of them.
says the next time they use their gift dice. So have one,
Fair enough. Okay.
but you get to double it.
I get to double it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I gotta hold on. It landed on the 6, and there's my 1. So
Okay.
so that's
So
Wow.
you shoot this ice cream blast through this torch that Johanna is holding out. It melts the ice cream. It turns into this melted ice cream that goes over this wolf, this sort of cotton candy wolf. And the cotton candy fur just immediately starts to melt. As that was over, what you needed. And as this cotton candy and this wolf, as it melts away to reveal a passed out, none of you asked his first name, but Kit Spumoni.
he had a first
Um,
name.
He did have a first
My
name.
Spumoni has a first name.
As he is unconscious in a puddle of melted, sticky cotton candy.
Oh.
Queen Candy has gotten out of the net. But at this point, Captain Custard has had the guards surround them. And I think Queen Candy goes to cast magic, and King Candy kind of grabs her hand and goes, "Darling, they've caught us. Let us at least get arrested with our dignity." And this sort of look. Oh, go ahead.
Love is going to kneel down to Spumoni. Are they just? They're unconscious, but are they like injured?
They're down to 0 HP.
Oh.
Which means technically I think I have to roll on the wounded table. Hang on. None of you got down to 0 HP. But when you get down to 0 HP, you have to roll on the wounded table. So let me roll for Kit. An 8. Oh, he's traumatized.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, that's fair.
Good.
That sounds about right. Yeah, that sounds about right. Cool. So yeah, he's at 0 HP. You can heal him if you would like.
I mean, I could maybe there's something it can heal. Just because I'll try it. And Clove is going to he's going to kneel down on him, and he was just an unwitting part in this, and a tear is going to roll down his cheek and drip onto the unconscious body of Smamoni, and see if it can cure an ailment, injury, or poison.
Cure the
Yeah, I
trauma.
would count this as an injury.
I love tangles.
It's so good.
Cinnamon, burn, and spice.
Sure. Yes, your tear
Oh, good. I
lands.
rolled a 1, so it's just the single tear.
It's
It is
just a
a
single
single
tear.
tear.
You do get that gift dice back, though. The tear, and it sort of dissolves into his skin, and the little bit of color comes back to his face, and he goes, "What? Why am I sticky?"
You're going to jail
Never a
for
good
a
thing to ask
long, long
everyone.
time.
The hat is back
They
on.
made me do it. I just wanted to keep my job so my parents would be proud of me.
Killed someone. You killed the
Kill
person.
someone.
Oh
Yes.
man.
No,
You're
you
still
really,
a murderer.
yeah, you really did just, like straight up
As one of the
murder
guards
her.
comes over and shackles him, the king and queen are being shackled, and Queen Candy is just she looks very angry, and King Candy kind of looks around the room and goes, "Well, I'm sure you're all wondering why we did this."
Not really.
Yes,
no.
monologue now,
Yeah, I
please.
kind of want a villain's monologue.
I mean, I'd imagine it
Isn't
would
the
be
villain
because-
monologue supposed to happen before the big battle? Isn't it kind of a little bit late for that? No, you go. Actually, you know what? Not gonna spoil your parade. You go. Do your thing.
I mean, I would imagine it's because you have only been ruling for less than half a decade, which is not a very long time for your daughter to take over your kingdom.
I guess we didn't want to step down from our thrones. But even royals can't mess with the way that traditions and rules have been upheld for many generations.
Which is
I'm just
that
saying, you
when
could
a
have just
princess
changed the
21
rules.
becomes queen?
Yeah, aren't you literally
Oh.
don't you make the rules? Isn't that sort of like the whole point? Isn't that kind of what you...
Queen.
You really didn't think this one through, did you?
Did you even ask
Wait.
your daughter if she wanted to take over?
Or if she wanted to be killed? Did you even consider
Maybe she
that?
wanted to be a peppermint worker.
Lavender, isn't your birthday tomorrow? and then she's just gonna hold up her sword and go, "All hail Queen Frostina!"
Lavender, you know that your parents are alive. Your mom is Queen Frostina of the Sherbet Sovereignty.
No, Queen Frostina of all candy now. Her parents can keep their kingdom.
Captain Custard goes, "All right, you two, dungeons immediately." As the guards kind of take out King and Queen Candy, there's nobody can believe. Everyone is just like flabbergasted, and just one of the nobles kind of speaks up and goes, "Who's gonna run everything now?" And
already
everybody
said, "Hail
looks to all of you.
I think Joanna just tried to say that I was going to. I don't know. That's a lot of responsibility. I don't know if I'm. Ooh. I don't know.
You can control the elements of candy. I think you should be queen.
Well, like
And I will be your
Well,
I will be your proudest allegiance.
my bestest friend. You did save me, didn't you? You did save me.
Yes,
this
and
is
now
really
you may take the frosty throne.
You know, I don't know if that's how that works. I don't know.
Listen, I think monarchies are just so out of fashion.
Oh, what
All right,
what
we
are you
kill you
suggesting
next.
instead?
And I think also, like, we all need to acknowledge that they tried to frame me and my homie, Lord Licorice. I point over at Lord Licorice, and I'm like, "You didn't do it! I didn't do it! We didn't do it!"
Oh,
Yeah,
so,
Lord Licorice looks around and goes, "I know you all." Sorry, hang on. I know you all wanted it to be me, but I'm really not the bad guy that all of you seem to make me out to be.
I didn't want it to be you. I think you're great.
Thank you.
So Andy,
How
what
old is
you're
Lord
suggesting is that we should all rule together? Is that what you're trying to say?
I think Clove has an idea.
Clove, yes.
I think that we need somebody, at least for now, to be in charge. And most of us here are princesses, and our families are ruling parts of the kingdom. But there is someone here who has more experience than all of us. And he turns to Lord Licorice.
Yes.
Everybody
And
goes.
says, My fairy
Me?
godmother often tells me that even a hardened gumdrop still has its sweetness. And I believe that you can help lead us.
I do not know what to say. So many years, I have been ostracized by everybody. Are you sure? Looks at all of you, and Princess Madeline and Princess Chip as well.
Aries
Yeah,
just smoking a
I mean-
candy cigarette.
Another case solved.
It's one of those. No. It's one of those bubblegum cigarettes that just looks like seriously puffs.
Another princess saved from peril. Not really, but it's okay.
What are we?
Listen.
Some sort of perils and
Perils and
princesses? Sorry.
Princesses in peril.
Cancelled. The
I'm
wolf
here
comes
for a
back. You're all dead.
second.
No!
No, I wanted to kiss the wolf so that I could make it ours.
Were you waiting to love's kiss?
No, I don't get that till 4th level because you got to take them in order.
Oh, that's true.
House Taffy
so-
knows
but-
no king but the king in the North Freezer. Sherbert, you should marry Lord Licorice, and then at least I will consider this allegiance.
Oh my god!
I love
oh
a
my
good
god!
wedding.
I just goes like bright red. Just like looks at looks at Lord Licorice.
Is he eligible?
I mean, I could do worse. I'm sorry. I do not
No,
know
no,
how long.
you're-
I've
no,
been
no,
a long
you're so
time
right.
since I've been
You're so
around
right.
people
You-
that are nice to me. I don't know how to do this.
No, you're so right. You absolutely could do worse, but you couldn't do better. So, I'm the best option. Oh my god, yes.
That's my best friend.
I like your confidence.
Thank you. I hear that a lot.
But I will be perfect gentleman, and how about this? I will court you.
Oh my goodness. Stop. No, keep going.
And one of the noble goes, all those in favor of Lord Licorice reigning until we figure something else out.
I
Everybody
Aye.
raises their hands, and the Captain Custard has come back into the room after escorting King and Queen Candy to the dungeon and goes, "All hail Lord Licorice!" And everybody sort of bows. And
And then the song from Lion King plays.
and sort of and everyone goes, celebration time, and the bonbon bard Dane Dots comes back out, music swells, people are in weirdly good spirits, trying I think to
Dead body
forget
in a chamber.
the terrible traumatization that just happened.
Well, you guys, I guess that was a pretty interesting party. I'm glad it didn't leave.
Yes, imagine if you'd left. That would have been terrible. You would have missed everything. Also, Johanna, I really appreciate you setting me up. That's so great. Look, all I'm saying, that Clove fellow, I'm just saying.
Okay, you say that, and then Joanna just like turns and bows to Andrea and goes, would you care to have a dance with me, please?
Absolutely.
And hey, look, her skills were supposed to include fucking dancing, so
Hell yeah.
let's just
My talents
carousing
are
is
dancing
listed
too.
as one of my virtues.
Yep.
So we carouse, baby.
Yep.
We dance like we are on Dancing with the Stars. There are dips, there are
Incredible.
spins, there are lifts, there's everything.
Lavender, Lord Licorice would ask you to dance.
I will absolutely accept.
Ery and Clove, you can dance with each other. If not,
Clove is sitting on the side. He has taken off his shirt and is sewing it back up so that it's not torn.
Ery,
you
go ahead, Kavika.
Oh, I wanted to lean over to Ery and be like, I'm still not great at parties, but you're really good at investigating things.
Oh, thank you. I don't think you should repair your shirt.
Well, anyway, I've heard some rumors. If you would care to investigate some things sometime, that there's a dungeon that does seem to have possibly a candy dragon in it.
Absolutely. That sounds like another mystery solved soon.
Another Princess Peril.
Another princess in peril.
The music swells. People are dancing to forget the terrible murder that occurred.
Nobody's
The
cleaned
body's
up the body. It's still in the other room.
It's still in.
Oh, you know what? No, Larry is cleaning up the body. My tiny little gummy bear is just like scrubbing the floors, putting the princess
Okay,
in a
hear
coffin.
Listen,
Hear me out. I do.
some of the guards are taking care of it now that the investigation is wrapped up.
Okay, he's still
How
scrubbing the
much?
floor.
How much does it cure if I have Grandma's cure all?
It doesn't
Can
cure
we
death.
Try it out.
It doesn't cure death. Unfortunately. So that happens, and that is where we will end this. Apparently, though, I have to write a second one now, where you guys go to a dungeon to fight a candy
Yes.
dragon.
Listen,
So-
I need my wedding episode now, okay?
I need
Wedding
You
to
think
explore
kidnap
Candy
this
dragon.
romance.
weddings?
Yeah, that's your bachelorette party. You guys go to the dungeon.
No, we'll see what happens. You're.
That is where we come. That is where we come to the end. The lore
kidnapped by the
gets, yeah.
dragon.
We'll see. I do want to keep doing charity one shots, so maybe for another one, if you all would like to come back.
Yes. Oh my god. Incredible.
Thank you everybody so much for joining us. So far we have raised $145, and I know Nate is in the chat, Dice. I think we should keep the Tiltify open until the end of December. So that Tiltify will remain open until the end of December. Please continue to donate it. I think it would be amazing to kind of close out what a year this has been.
What a year.
With a very nice donation to the Palestinian Children's Relief Fund, as they are doing very incredible and very important work with the genocide that is occurring over there. Thank you to everybody who donated. Thank you for everybody who tuned in. It means a lot. Before we go, though, I will let each player do an outro where they can kind of plug their socials, plug the cool things that they do. Please check all of them out. They're all wonderful and amazing and talented, and I'm so thankful that I get to call each one of them my friends. So please do that. So whoever would like to start first.
What are we? Some sort of princesses in peril? Anyways, hi everyone, I'm B. You can find me at Vendors D&D on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Blue Sky, all the things. You can usually find me here every other Wednesday, DMing Tales of Aegis, which is my fantasy campaign that I've started running. Starting in January, you'll also be able to find me on the alternate Wednesdays, back here as Ajax in New Rollis. New Rollis is returning in January. We're very excited about it. On Thursdays, you can find me for the next 2 weeks. But as we come to our end, next session will be our penultimate episode of Dungeons and Demigods, our Percy Jackson D&D campaign. It's coming to a very cool conclusion very, very soon in January. We're very, very excited about it, so stay tuned for that. Please also go check out Era 313 on all podcasting platforms, which is our wonderful audio drama show. All 8 episodes are now out, so you can listen to the whole thing start to finish, and keep an eye out for things on the at Era 313 show socials, because there will be some fun things coming in January, potentially some new things. Ooh, you should keep an eye out for that, 100%. But yeah, thank you so much to all of you wonderful people in the chat, and thank you so much to the wonderful Morgan for DMing this episode. And I'm gonna pass it off to Abigail.
Hi, I am Abigail the Nerd on everything online, and you can find me over here on alternating Wednesdays playing Tales of Aegis as Sybil Holloway, a Weave-born Runechild sorcerer, and then on the other alternating Wednesdays, starting in January, playing in New Rollis as Lunara, a changeling moon druid. And we're gonna go to the Feywild and do our backstory when we get back, and I'm so excited. So check it out. And then aside from that, just keep an eye on the news for 2025 as new projects get announced and released. Very excited. But that's all, and I'm gonna pass it over to Kavika.
Oh, right. Well, we'll plug in a couple of things. Hi, I'm Kavika. My socials are complicated. Just head over to the Pick Your Poison page or any of Sarah's pages, and you'll find me through those.
His Instagram is Kawika Aguilar. His TikTok is A Papillon.
Yeah, and then Kitsuya and other things, it's just complicated. Just find Pick Your Poison, find Sarah.
We will make him do branding over the holidays.
Please.
Please.
You can find me with a bunch of the Pick Your Poison projects, helping out where I can, and also with Magic Academy RPG over here on Twitch, working with them with Snowbright Studio projects, doing some TTRPG actual plays for new systems that they've been bringing out. So you can head to Snowbright Studio to check out some of their Cozy Companions and other works that we've done, including, I think we're airing Tea Time Adventures this go around. And we just finished up with a brand new one that hasn't even been announced yet. So keep an eye on their stuff for it. And also, just a quick thing with Magic Academy, we will also be, at the end of February, joining with Vakaya for Sail and Slay. So we will be DMing some Dungeons & Dragons on a cruise. If anybody's interested in checking it out, head to Magic Academy and Vakaya to, check it out. And, hey, Maria, you want to go?
Sure. So I'm MF Puig, Puig, on Instagram. Same thing without the period on Blue Sky. You can see me every other Tuesday on the Table Runners channel playing Still Hearth, or long form campaign. And the other Tuesdays I'm doing something on Table Runners. We do like talking heads or like vlogs. So that's Table Runners Official on Instagram, Table Runners D&D, you can find it that way, or Still Hearth on YouTube. Otherwise, I am here and about. I got some fun stuff coming out on the Dice Times channel. I occasionally rumble with the icon, the legend, Sarah. And just check out my Instagram to see what's happening. I post a lot of silly, goofy things on my story, so I'll pass it over to Sarah.
Which is great because technically I'm advertising for like half of you. So yeah, I'm at Dernesque, pretty much everywhere on the web, except on fanfiction.net. That is not me. That's somebody that's wrote anime fanfic in I think 2005, and they took my name.
No, we
which
know
is
it's
weird.
you. We know it's you.
No, yeah, it's
not
definitely
me.
you.
It's so upsetting. Anyway, it's the one place I don't own my own domain, and it's like kills me. But anyway, especially because they haven't posted anything since 2005. Give
Is
me
it
it
good
back.
fan fiction though?
No.
Ah.
Okay, but like,
Yeah,
what would you write
good
if you were on
fan-
fanfiction.net? What would you write?
We can't talk about that here. Anyway, I'll tell you that in private. I actually do secretly have fanfic under a different name on AO3, and if you find it and you think it's me, let me know. Anyway, that's unrelated. I also run Pick Your Poison Productions, which is the thing I've been using to like chat with y'all tonight. But go please check that out. This hasn't even been announced yet. Our championship, well, the championship cup has been announced. That's happening January 23rd. But before that, we have to do some elimination rounds. And in this call tonight, we've got 2 reigning champs that will be duking it out, trying to survive eliminations to get to the championship. So Morgan and Kavika are each in I think opposite battles. On January 6th, Kavika fights to try to stay alive, and on January 13th, it's Morgan, and these are going to be the first elimination rounds that we've ever been able to do live streaming on Twitch. So you'll be able to watch the battles as they are happening and give them health potions, magic items, and lair actions to try to keep them alive. If they do not survive the eliminations, they will not be in the championship. So if you want to see these awesome players duke it out, our live games are performed live in a tavern here in Burbank, but they are streamed out on Twitch as well. We've just never been able to do the session zeros live because scheduling, and I have to run it when we're not in the tavern. So those are going to be a lot of fun. Those are, again, Monday, January 6th and Monday, January 13th. So please keep your eye out for that. You can follow Pick Your Poisons anywhere on the web. We are pretty much everywhere there as well. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for donating to the Palestinian children. It was really fun. And if you didn't during the stream, please consider doing so. Even $5 makes a huge difference. It's been over a year, and we are still fighting for this cause. So help us do so.
That's all my lovely players. I am Attack on Morgan on every single social media, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Threads, Blue Skies. You can follow me there. You can follow me there.
Which way you are on my video.
That's the right way.
You can
You're
find me
pointing the right way. Don't worry.
every other Wednesday, starting back up again in January on New Rallis, playing Zelvi. Very excited. We're going to interrogate my brother, and then we're going to go to the Feywild. It's going to be great. You can also find me Pick Your Poison Productions, as I do obviously the Roguelike Rumbles, the Rumble Ventures, and Dreadful. On January 13th, please come watch the stream. I just want to make it to the in-person championship. Like that's my main goal. So please come, please support me. We want Talia to be champion. Come on, she deserves it. You want the root for underdog. So please, January 13th, streaming on Pick Your Poison Productions. Come check that out. You can also find me on the Pluto Cleric channel. I've done a Daggerheart one-shot and a Thirsty Sword Lesbians one-shot. I've also done Hero U on the Dice and Autism channel, as well as Founding Steps, the New Rallis prequel campaign that we did. You can find me there. I have some cool upcoming stuff that I can't talk about yet, but there's one that I can talk about. If you live in the greater Los Angeles area and you are free January 25th and want to come to the Roguelite Tavern, Southern Bard will be doing a immersed reading of Shakespeare's Much Ado About Nothing. I am playing Margaret and Sexton. I'm very excited. It's Shakespeare with a Southern accent. It's super fun.
That's the way it should be done.
I'm very excited. Their production of Romeo and Juliet that they did previously was so incredible. So it is a reading. However, it's a rehearsed reading, and it's really, really fun. And you should definitely come check it out. Follow Southern Bard. They're doing cool stuff, and everything else I can't talk about yet. So just check out my socials to look at things. And yeah, follow all these lovely, wonderful people. They did amazing. Thank you for being here. Make sure you check out Perils and Princesses, created by Ryan Lynch. It's awesome. He's known as Outrider Creative on all social media. There is a second book that is coming out very soon titled Sweet Revenge. I'm getting it soon because I backed the Kickstarter. Very excited. It's great. Definitely check it out. Please donate to the Tiltify if you haven't already. If you cannot donate, spread the link around as much as you can. It's going to be open for the rest of this month. I would love to reach our $500 goal. I think that would be amazing. Please continue to speak out against the ongoing genocide, as it's the least we can do, truly. And thank you so much for being here. Happy holidays, whatever you may celebrate. This was the reason we did it around the holidays is because candy holidays, I'm wearing my holiday 21 Pilots sweater. And thank you all so much for being here. See you soon. Bye.